Ludicrous.
Freddie Mercury.
I'd like to have sex with him.
He's dead.
What? He had AIDS.
What the fuck?
He had AIDS.
And?
This is the Kombat Tune Podcast, the official podcast of TestYourMight.com. And now, here are your hosts, K7, 16-Bit, and Slips.
How's it going, everybody? It's K7 here on episode 37 of the Kombat Tune Podcast, the official podcast of TestYourMight.com. Shoutouts to Brian Alvarez. No one knows who he is either. Some people will know. Alright, our guest on this show, please welcome Mr. Aquaman.
Hi guys, how's it going?
Yo.
What's up?
So, describe your experience at Defend the North, making top 8 with Ares.
It wasn't easy. I got put in losers first round by 7L, who was actually a real close friend of mine, an actual teammate of mine, but when they made the brackets, they put his name rather than his actual gamer tag. That's another mistake that they made at that tournament. With some people, they put their names rather than their aliases, which I don't know how they can mess that up with the pre-registers, but I digress. I had real control in both of my matches against him, and he had huge comebacks with his super. Fuck Green Arrow. God damn it. But I digress on that matter too. Fuck Green Arrow. In losers, I had to go through a few odd characters that I hardly see in tournament. In Catwoman, who was actually pretty decent. I knew was really unfamiliar with the matchup.
Yeah, that's a chemist for hire. I watch him play all the time. He plays at the break every few weeks. He shows up there. And he posts on the forums a lot. Yep,
he's on Test Your Might. Also played a Green Lantern player I couldn't tell you the name of off the top of my head. Also unfamiliar. And that's basically all I play here on the East Coast is Green Lantern players. They're fucking everywhere. Am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah.
Fuck
yeah.
Okay.
We don't give a fuck.
We're not on TV.
Okay. I've gotten used to asking every time I commentate. But and then I also played
Who's
a
ever
Flash
said
player.
no? Who's been like no?
You'd be surprised.
Doesn't Spooky say no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll tell you, like, I remember Spooky told me straight up, he's like, and don't be racist.
What?
Like specifically at me, he was like, you don't be racist.
We encourage that here. Like,
Yeah,
please be racist. Yeah.
Okay.
On that
Racist
stream, you were
possible.
like, didn't you call some black dude something? The stream went crazy over
What?
it. I think he said, like, there's some black guy over there or something. Everybody's like, oh, he's so racist.
I say that all the time.
Yeah.
But I played a Flash player, and nobody knows this, but in the first round, he had to play KDZ, and it was 2-1 down to the last hit. And this was Flash Superman. And he's kind of a no-name, so my win over him probably didn't look as good on stream, because it actually won pretty convincingly. But I have a lot of experience against the Flash, and he was unfamiliar, which that's the only reason I do well, let's be serious here. And so that win was a lot better than it looked, and it was a lot harder. It was a lot harder of a road than it looked. And the surprise of the tournament to me was John Eady with Deathstroke. He was really playing well. He beat 7L. I'm not sure if this was on stream, but him versus Rico was 2-1.
Yeah, I saw that.
He looked good in that.
Yeah, and he just looked so well the whole tournament. And when I played him, I felt like I was playing someone who really understood their character, really had a feel for the game that most people don't. And right before I played him, he was on his phone, and he was like, "Hold on one second, I'm texting one of my training partners." And little did I know, it's the guy that lives 4 houses down the street from me that plays Deathstroke. Texted him how to beat me, and afterwards, I was like, well, nobody was fucking doing that. God damn it. But I got really lucky against Johnny. The comeback in the second game was ridiculous. He accidentally threw a stand 1 after a forward 3, and I got a 1-bar wager and managed to mount a 30-something% comeback off a wall bounce, which I usually drop in tournament. But I got really lucky against him, and my match against Dragon God could have went either way. I let myself down after dropping a combo in the third game, but I'm real glad I made it to top 8 and didn't look free. Because usually I get pretty high and run into a really top tier and get destroyed.
But you get like Tommy?
Yeah. I'll make it to top 16, or I'll make it to losers finals of the pool and run into like KDZ and just get mopped.
Right. I think that's happened to you twice at majors, if I remember right.
Oh my
You
gosh.
get to the end of your pool and then you get KDZ
Superman. Yeah. I got
or Theo, yeah.
Or Theo, yeah.
Theo, right.
I looked decent against Theo, but fuck Superman. God damn it. That's such a hard matchup.
That matchup's gotta suck.
But what threw me off with Theo is KDZ, like against Ares, like doesn't let you breathe, and Theo like runs away. So like I got mind fucked going right into that match. We're real two different style Supermans. I can talk about those two all day. But that was my road in the tournament. I had another match. I can't remember it. But that was my only goal that weekend, was to make top 8. Again, I know going there I had the best chance to. I was feeling good about my game. And Aries sucks.
Yeah, I guess we should start talking about that. Is he really as bad?
Is he that bad?
No. He really isn't.
Yeah. So, what do you think are...
But you have to be used to having bad tools. It's really hard to explain. I've used terrible characters in every fighting game I've played.
Rain,
Cyber Sub-Zero. I used T-Hawk in Street Fighter. God. Oh. I'm praying Thunder's bottom tier in KI, but God, Rico's not helping me out on that one.
Yeah, I remember I first met you at MLG Rally, I think. And I'm like, this dude plays Rain. Yeah, and I'm like, this dude plays Rain. But his name's Mr. Aquaman. And at the time, I was obviously working on Injustice, so I knew. I'm like, this guy's going to finally have a top-tier character. And you're playing Ares.
That's what I thought. I was like, surely he's going to play Aquaman.
Yeah,
I remember.
What the hell is that?
Yeah.
I got so infamous at the first major Civil War for that. Every commentator, everyone in the entire crowd, like once I got on stream, blew me up. I had Aquaman Converses on, an Aquaman shirt on, and they said, "You fool."
I mean, it is a blow up.
I was getting cussed out by Tom Brady for not playing Aquaman, while he was wearing a Superman shirt playing Aquaman.
Oh, that's tight.
Fucking ridiculous.
Wait, so why not change your name to Mr. Ares?
I wanted to, but
right.
it's too late. Everyone calls me that already.
Right,
Yeah.
I kind of like it. I kind of like that there's Mr. Molina who mains Katana.
Yep.
And Mr. Aquaman.
It's kind of weird.
that is kind of weird. I actually never thought of that.
Yeah.
Damn it, Joe.
I'd say you keep it. I like that it's your shtick.
Absolutely. And out of nowhere, after Summer Jam, I'm known for none of those, and I'm just known as that guy with the mustache.
Yes.
The mustache.
That you can't shave that. I mean, that's like Austin's fedora. Like that's
That's your gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Austin.
You can't break kayfabe and fucking shave that.
Yeah. Are you familiar with kayfabe? You know what it is?
No, I am not.
Kayfabe is like wrestler and carny speak for like the business. Like,
Oh shit.
breaking kayfabe is like you admit that it's staged.
Right.
So what's the problem with Ares? Like, why is he? What's the bad tools? Or go into Ares a little bit.
His normals are unholy slow. And I mean that. Like, the average startup frames of his normals, I think the average would be around 15. Which is pretty damn slow. His down one's phenomenal, but minus on block, and everything afterwards is interruptible. All of his pressure is interruptible, but you find ways around it by doing something, then stopping, and there's little tricks in his pressure that really work. He only has one string that's plus in pressure, and it's only +2. Like a down one check, that's pretty much it. His sword's +16 on block, but pushes you 30 feet away.
Yep.
I got a back one check, but it's mean to burn back 3-able, and I'll do it every single time. So if you guys ever play me, do that. I think his zoning is phenomenal. I think he's one of the best zoners in the game, personally. No one ever agrees with me.
That's interesting. Why?
Yeah. He has his projectile's very quick. It hits high, really high, which is really bad against a zoner like Harley or something. But against like Cyborg, it really helps because it hits him even at really high like gas blasts. I call it gas blast like he's Koala or something. Sorry about that. His axe shuts almost everyone in the entire game down. When he has it out, after a certain long time of playing, it keeps people grounded, which is really helpful against a lot of characters in the game. His straight axe is unholy fast. It goes full screen in, I think it's like 15 frames.
Can you jump over that at all?
The axe?
Yeah.
There are 2 characters that I know Batman can double jump it. Deathstroke can jump it because of the hitbox when he flips.
Oh, okay.
He can jump it. Anyone with an air dash, a perfectly timed air dash will, at the peak of a jump, will also evade it. And it all depends on the axe has a hitbox on it where the head is.
Yeah, it's a spinning hitbox.
Yeah, and it's a spinning hitbox, and that's the meaty part of it, the multi-hitting part of it. And I've seen it where someone is just standing there ducking, and I've seen it completely miss them.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, but that's like a 1 in a million shot.
Yeah.
And I know that got blown up when I beat CD Jr., and that's all he bitched about was the hitbox on that axe. My bad.
He doesn't.
Yeah, like I know Killer Frost. If she slides and you do axe, sometimes she'll go under it.
Yes, sometimes she will.
Sometimes she won't. Just depends on where the head of the axe is.
Yep. And same thing with the Flash's shake. It's so active that it will hit him out of it about 90% of the time. But I have seen Flash players get it perfect and shake it, and then they think that's like a big victory for them. But let's see. Let's go into Ares a little more. He's a very tech heavy character. He can do a lot of damage, but it's better to drop ending your combo and go for setups. That's something I do personally. The Ares community comes up with a lot of stuff, but I came up with a lot more stuff that I haven't really told them. I've got a couple resets that are really hard to get out of. Used them on Rio, and even he was pretty blown away at how hard they are to get out of. And I played KDZ for about 3 hours at Defender North, and he was having trouble too. He never figured out how to get out of a couple of them.
Like the Godsmack stuff?
Yeah, Godsmack stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really. There's a couple tricks he has that gets you to wake up immediately. It's not a standing reset, but they get you to wake up instantly. So you have to be kind of mashing your wake up in order to get out of it. But in the corner, I'm gonna tell you guys what it is, just because you guys are not gonna play Ares.
Well, you know this is everyone's listening, right? You're not just talking to the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but I've made top 8 twice and a top 16. I'm okay with it.
Okay.
I'm okay with it. If I get bodied from here on out, I'm okay with it. I'll pick Aquaman. That one's right
There
now. In the corner, after I get you off the ground, you do down 2 into another down 2, and the character wakes up instantly. And down 2 is cancelable in the Godsmack. On the second down 2, and I cancel it in the Godsmack, it's instant. the Godsmack hits the ground the moment that you stand, and it's in the training mode. It's quite crazy. It's crazy how it looks. Another one is after a low axe hits in the corner and mid screen. You throw a Godsmack without even timing it, and hit them the moment that they wake up. And that one's tricky to get out of too, because it can go behind them and in front of them, depending on which Godsmack I do. Those two are really hard to get out of. I've also got one where I throw you up in the air and do a jump 3 behind you in the corner, and then I can Godsmack and reverse your wake up behind you, and it beats out like maybe 3/4 of the cast wake up. And he's got really good stuff. It's just really hard to get to that stuff. And the down 2 Godsmack I personally struggle with because it's down 2 down 2 really fast, and I'm just a scrub and I can't do that really well. Let's see some other stuff about Ares.
Yeah, I used to play Ares.
Yeah,
it's like
I heard a lot of stories from Rio.
He's got like good stuff, but the quick stuff, like, you know, down 1 is his low.
Yep.
But everything off of that is punishable. Like, you can do down 1 low sword, but then it gets interrupted. You can do down 1 Godsmack, and you can blow them up for trying to interrupt. But then if they're just sitting there, which half the players do anyway, then they can just jump it and blow you up. And then it's like, well, if they're just gonna sit there and block low, I'll do back 2, but like back 2's super fucking slow.
Yes, it is.
And half the time a lot of the time it's teleport down 1, but if you do teleport in a slow ass back 2 and they re-teleport, you're certainly fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked. And even with the new buff where he only recovers in 2 frames, it's still a slow ass back 2.
Still too slow, yeah.
Yeah.
You can do down 1 into the combo cancel into like a forward 3, but you're using 2 bars just to be safe. So it's
and there's so much pushback on his forward 3 that there's no pressure following up with it.
Yeah.
But I really like his he can control the screen pretty well against most of the cast. His back 1 is my favorite normal of his. The
Sector thing?
Yeah, the Sector thing. That's my favorite normal he possesses. It's my favorite tool he has. I abuse the shit out of it. It anti-airs people jumping in about 3/4 screen. It's just a really good move. The fact that it's a mid is what makes it really good. His only other mid is that's good is standing 2, 2/2, 2/2/3, 2. There's a lot of mind games he can do with those. 2/2 being +2. I think standing 2's +1. A lot of those are tricks into a down 1 situation. And also, he can control the screen with his teleports now, with his away teleports. And what I was finding out, I completely changed how I play the character at Defend the North, which kind of blew my mind, is that I use a lot of meter now. Because I catch people, sorry, I'm trying to see how I can word this. I mess up people's blocking a lot with that meter burn teleport now, because it's really hard to react to. And with multiple meter, I can completely mindfuck a person with like a meter burn teleport down 1. That's unholy fast, and you got to switch your block twice. Stuff like that worked really well against the top players that went to Defend the North. And he's still evolving. The character's really good. It's probably going to take someone that's better than me to really showcase what he can do. But he's a good character, guys.
He's not bad. He's just super awkward.
Yeah, and he's really slow. His back dash and forward dash
seems like a gimmicky kind of character.
Yeah, he's all gimmicks. His footsies are gimmicks. Everything's a gimmick.
He's got a good 50-50 off standing 3, but
yes,
it takes so goddamn long to do a standing 3 to someone.
Yep.
You can't just dash up to someone and do standing 3.
Yep, because it's like
hard
20
to jump
frames
in.
To start up.
Yeah, it's hard to jump in with a jump 2 when
and then
half
standing
the
3.
cast has got good anti-airs and shit.
Yep. And his only reliable jump in his jump 2. Jump 1 from very far out is really good. Everyone underestimates the hitbox on jumping 1. And fuck Catwoman for being the only character I'm afraid to do that against. That goddamn whip. Look at you, 16-bit.
Not my problem. So it seems like Ares is a character that struggles to play the fundamentals of the game, but has some of these gimmicks that make him good. And that's a theme that gets brought up again and again in this game.
Yep. And all it takes is the work and the loyalty. That's the biggest thing to me, is the loyalty to stick to the character.
Yeah, he might be another version of Zatanna where you just fucking run away all day and you just run and just throw out as many teleports as you can.
Yep. The unfortunate part in Ares' away teleports is they gave them and they nerfed them at the same time. Because his normal teleport recovers in, I think, 19 frames or 21 frames. And the away teleports recover in like 35 frames.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Killer Frost can punish it, and a couple other characters can punish it, but it takes a while to get away with those teleports, whereas Zatanna is recover in that like 19 frame window. They're really quick. Yeah. And I played Deg in Ares Zatanna, and I see Zatanna as just a better Ares because everything's a couple frames quicker. Her teleport down ones are quicker. Because we actually played pretty similar, and we did the same kind of mind games with each other, but everything did was quicker. And I was like, "Fuck this character! I'm picking up Zatanna." That never happened.
Yeah, another problem I had with him is it was hard to stop people from jumping around.
Yep.
It's like even if they were okay, it's like I would teleport, and there would be the people that would play the teleport game with me. And they'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck them up for doing a teleport." And then there's people that they're just like, as soon as I see anything, I'm just gonna jump.
Yep.
If they see Ares just, lift his elbow or do something, they just jump forward or they jump back. They'd just be like, I'm just gonna jump around, and it's super frustrating.
Yep. And Tom Brady figured that out really early against me. That neutral jumping hurts Ares a lot. Almost everything I do gets avoided, other than maybe an axe. But all the Godsmack shenanigans I get full combo punished for. Teleporting in, full combo punished for. So yeah, jumping definitely hurts the character.
Yeah, and people jumping away too. I couldn't stop people from jumping back. That was rough.
Absolutely. But I also played a really long set with Reno at NEC, and he gave me some advice. He told me to try to play the character lamer and much slower than I usually do, and because he said when I was really aggressive against him, it was pretty easy to keep up with me because Ares, like I said, was pretty slow. All the shenanigans he eventually learned how to poke out through, but when I zoned him out and lamed him out and teleported away, he was like, I can't do anything about that. So there's definitely some exploring to do there.
Yeah, I think the next thing with Ares is to just run away.
Yep.
And just throw as many projectiles out as possible.
Yep. Go for it.
And just the best thing he's got is that stupid axe.
God.
So just run away and maybe throw that axe out.
Let me tell you guys something. You guys, I'm not sure if you guys have the pleasure of having this, but when someone's in a chip from losing a bar, and I have axe, I'm like the Tom Brady in the Theo Money match where I give him the Undertaker throat thumb.
Slam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna throw this axe out and you can hold that shit.
Dude,
it's one of the greatest feelings in the world.
Ares does look cool as fuck.
He does.
I think he has the best voice in the game.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Funny
note.
The
wind pose is badass too.
Yes.
He's badass.
This is a KTP special. The guy that voices Ares is a Klingon general from Star Trek.
What?
Really?
Yes.
That's awesome. Which general do you know?
Shit. Oh, I forgot. I used to know.
Next Generation, or
I believe it was Next Generation.
That's
What?
awesome.
Really?
He's a Klingon.
Yep, he's a Klingon.
That's tight.
That's tight.
I kind of want to know this now.
I only use classic skin Ares. Most Ares players fucking hate it.
I love that's like just the original one.
Yeah, and he just looks like a Greek. He's in regular Greek armor.
Yeah, that one's the best. I agree.
Yep. And if you press start, it gives it that shade of blue, like the classic Wonder Woman Ares. But
yeah, that's okay.
Absolutely
Horns, like the satanic looking one.
Oh
no,
man,
it's just the default.
Yep.
They all look cool.
I remember. Cool. I remember the win pose. The first time I did it on stream at Civil War, the very first tournament, the crowd went ape shit crazy.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Because when the swords go into the person, it's like thud, 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 thud.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And they were like, fatality! Yeah, get his ass. You know, whatever the hell the crowd says nowadays, I don't know.
Hitting with a Godsmack is one of the most satisfying feelings. When that Godsmack hits and then you get the back three, that combo feels hella
Absolutely.
good.
And
or if
every
you land
time
a jump two, like that jump two combo feels hella good.
Because you hurt, like you do damage.
Yeah, that's like 40-something%.
Every time I did Godsmack, I'd hear Arma somewhere in the venue going, "From the top rope!" Arma would say that every single time. Yep.
Yeah.
He's tight.
And I mean, obviously, his jump 2 is the Macho Man elbow, too.
Absolutely.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that's exactly how you feel.
Only a fool challenge me around the
Give him another one.
Snap another one from the war.
You remember how he was like the very last character reveal?
Yeah, him and Killer Frost are the last 2 characters revealed.
And no one gave a shit about it.
About either. Yeah, everyone was
people like, who is this?
Yeah.
Yep.
2 B-list villains fought. Yeah, we did a promotional video where it was like, "Hey everyone, it's 2 D-list villains fighting each other, and they're both dying."
Look, when does it teleport? I don't know. I think that the guys that the character loyalists are really starting to show in the game. Guys like Revolver and myself have always done really well. NEC was ridiculous. Guys came out of nowhere with these characters that the guys over here on the East Coast were like, "Oh, Superman, Black Adam, blah 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 blah, Aquaman," and got absolutely destroyed.
Yeah.
Absolutely destroyed. What was Theo doing about Raven? Or Smart Guys doing about Grundy?
Right.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I think there's 2 reasons for that. One is just character loyalty pays off, and then the more that you play these matchups, and then the nerfs and the buffs helps. Like characters like Black Adam is still good, but he no longer gets to just absolutely
do shit for free. Yeah.
Right. Just they didn't. I mean, that was that kind of the complaint then, is that Superman and Black Adam and those other top characters didn't have to know matchups.
Yep. They're
just generic game. I mean, Superman. No matter how much you outplay a Superman player, if he gets you in the corner and you guess wrong, you lost 70%. That was it.
Yep. And from the start of the match, you were in his metagame.
Yeah.
I hated
that
shit.
Right, exactly.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. It's like boom, Vortex.
Just starting it.
Old Killer Frost, a lot of those old characters were just so dominating that the character loyalists couldn't break through. No matter how much you practiced with Ares, Superman blocking before 2-3 was unbearable.
Yep. But I love watching Injustice now just because these characters are coming up and doing really well, and I think it's really good for the scene. I know. I don't think if me and Revolver were there, that Defender North would even be talked about. It's
true. Like this was this what the 4th big major / regional in a row where it's been tons of hype, tons of fun matchups, shit that people never saw before. Like we had U2, Rio was back with Martian.
Yeah, with Martian. Shoot, I don't know if there are any other highlights there.
7L didn't place with the matches that I saw. Like I liked his matches. Yeah, like
offline he lost to Needy. I would love to watch that match because it came in the last hit from what I heard. But yeah, Seven is always a pleasure to watch.
Yeah, he's cool. Like, all the locals and the majors and the regionals after the patch have been awesome. Like,
yep.
And that's why it's kind of annoying that there's still people on the forums, they patch too much. Like, these NRS patches. Okay, who does not like the tournaments we've been seeing lately?
Yep, you've been seeing more balance than before.
Yeah, I don't get it. I
think the game's in a really good place right now.
I agree.
Yep. I agree.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I'm super happy with it. I think this October patch has been a massive success.
I think people just need to understand that NRS isn't going to work like a Capcom game. Like, Capcom gets to put their games out in arcade playtests and have thousands of people try a beta out, and then they get to fix that, or they release the game in Japan for like 6 months to a year, and then they release the final version over to the US. So when we get it, we're like, oh, this is great, man. Capcom does such a great job making games, where it's like, NRS doesn't have, I mean, this country is where their NRS has to use their beta. So, and they don't have like arcades for thousands of people to play test and find broken shit, and then they can fix it and then release it to the world and shit. So, I think people are just gonna have to accept that, NRS they're gonna put out the game, and they're gonna make sure that it stays fun first, and then after shit gets exposed, then they'll fix it. But I think they got the right formula. It's just, make shit fun, give the players power, and when there's broken shit and it makes it when it's too good, and it makes it unfun, then you fix it. Don't try and judge everything just off the bat and make it almost boring. Like, I like what they do. I think it's a good idea. Put human reactions and human knowledge and just the ability to figure shit out. Like, put that to the test. Like, make shit really good and see what people can figure out. And if it looks pretty unbearable, then fix it. And if people are able to get around it, then, more power to them. So I kind of like what they do.
I completely agree.
What'd you guys think of the return of Rio as Martian Manhunter?
It looked pretty good.
I thought he was going to win it.
I thought he was going to win too.
Seeing him warm up with those guys and having played him myself, there was stuff. He actually looked really bad in those last couple matches they lost. But like when you play him and he's on fire, it's Cabal all over again. He controls the entire screen. Every inch of that screen, he's ahead of you. Martian's a broken ass character. Oh well,
So you're buying into the Martian Manhunter as Cabal?
I am. But the couple characters that you saw him struggle against are the characters that can deal with Martian Manhunter. Bats shut down Martian Manhunter really well. Lex Luthor's armor and orbs. Lex Luthor kind of Martian Manhunter's Martian Manhunter. And Revolver's been saying that since day one. No one's believed him, and he's absolutely correct about it. I actually expected Revolver to beat Rio. He's wanted a shot at Martian Manhunter just to prove that. And we also saw Pim Jim take out New York's Hero and Jupiter at NEC.
That's right, at NEC.
It's true, yeah.
Lex Luthor, Martian Manhunter. And that was a real big surprise. But for me that like knows Revolver, and he's been trying to say this, it wasn't really a big surprise to me. I expected Pim Jim to win that. I didn't expect him to win the whole thing. That was fucking crazy. That's a whole other story.
Yeah.
Good shit to him, by the way. I love Pim Jim.
So you do think that Martian is the best character in the game?
I think he's gonna become the best character in the game.
Because I think Cabal is different than being the best character in the game.
Yeah, I agree, and I don't think he's gonna become a Cabal, but I think he's gonna become the best character in the game. But
I can see that.
But the way that Rio played him against certain guys, like, it just looked unbearable. But there are ways to deal with it, unlike Cabal, where it's like, I get fucked.
Yeah, he's got to be in my top 5 candidates to be the best character. Who really knows, though? That's what's kind of awesome now.
Yeah. That's what's really good is that God knows. It could still be Black Adam.
I actually agree with that. He would probably be in my top 8 or so candidates to maybe be number 1. I don't think that's out of the question. I don't think Superman's out of the question. Aquaman's in there. Who fucking knows? Killer Frost is still a possibility. Like, I don't think so, but if God came down and announced that she actually did have the best matchup chart, I'd be like, yeah, all right, I guess I can see that. There's like 8 different characters where they could possibly be the best. Batman could be the best. I could see that. Sinestro could possibly be the best. And what's great is every single person that's the best with these characters is listening to this going, no! They have this many problems. They have 5 bad matchups. Every single one of them is going, no, they're not
every single
top
one.
5. Yeah. King, they're all like, no, they have 5 bad matchups. It can't be them. So which is a very good sign.
Yep. He loses to Aquaman. Fuck.
Yeah, that's a reoccurring theme too.
That
is true. Like, everyone is like, my character loses to Aquaman, and then the Aquaman players are like, well, we lose to Green Lantern. We're not.
We lose to everybody now. Good shit to Arma beating or overcoming that matchup, I should say, both at Defend the North and then at the weekly, like a couple days later.
Yeah, that's got to be tough. Like, I was thinking about this. One of my questions I want everyone to answer. We have Forever King just talking casually. He just drops it that he's the best Batman. Why? Why are they not tied?
Well, he does place higher than Arma.
Does he? He didn't at NEC. They tied.
Arma's up there.
Yeah, why?
I mean, so the best he's done compared to King is tie?
Arma has won a bunch of those tournaments. Like,
I would say locals. I'm sure if Ohio had locals, Forever King would be winning all those.
Well, he doesn't. So what is King? The only thing King's won is YumaCon, which was basically like a regional.
But he gets like second in top 8, like literally every tournament.
No, not. He's got second twice, which.
I'm saying he gets top 8, like literally every tournament.
So Arma has a lot of. Yeah, Arma hasn't not placed in ages since Fall Classic, I guess.
Fall Classic, and it was oh, never mind. Yeah, he actually lost pretty early to Doomsday Player and somebody else.
Post-patch, let's talk about post-patch. They've been basically the same. I'm not saying Arma's better. I'm saying it's a toss-up. Post-patch, the way I see it, it's been an absolute toss-up.
I think
he's just being confident.
I think the next couple tournaments we're going to see.
Yeah, he's not going to go around, Arma's better than me. Blah, blah.
I know.
Like, he's a competitive guy.
I know. Idiot. I'm saying that's fine. I'm just saying, to me, it's not open and shut. We're going to find out.
I agree. Because Arma's been definitely putting the work in, overcoming.
His Batman does look. His Batman's
been
really
looking
fun to watch.
Fucking good.
Yeah, and that's another thing. When I watch them, I think they both. I would love to play both. I think they both look awesome.
I think the Arma special I saw 1,000 times that weekend was anti-airing with bats every single time, like it was money, and it made all those guys shudder in fear. It made Rico not want to do anything with Black Adam, Rio not want to do anything with Martian Manhunter. He controlled the air with Batman, and that's something I don't hardly see from Forever King, who's rush time.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I think Arma, some of his setups and his bat usage are probably better, but King's pressure looks
his pressure's
overwhelming.
Unholy.
Yeah, so I think they're both awesome.
I noticed with Arma, he's got more like somewhat pseudo like unblockable jump 2 setups. Like he'll do back 2 and then summon bats, and then I think he releases the bat and then does a jump 2, and then you don't know which way to I saw that hit Rio like 2 or 3 times or something, and like he couldn't tell which way to block. And I was like, that's pretty good, because I don't know. I was like, I didn't know if it was a cross-up or what. So every time he does down 2 grapple, and then he summons bats, and he takes a step back, and so
there's a lot of mind games he plays, and I love watching him going, I'd get hit by that.
Yeah,
that's
I agree.
Exactly how I feel too. Yeah, some of his setups, I'm like, yep.
Yeah, whenever I whenever I think about playing against Batman, I'm just like, I'm just gonna fuzzy everything. Fuck this guy. I'm just gonna block. Fuck him. He can pressure me all day. And then when I see like what these Batman players are doing, I'm just like, I probably would have got hit by that.
Yeah. I think Armor's got a little bit better interactable usage as well. He's got some crazy setups. First, he knows his stage. He uses every stage with the back of his hand. It's pretty scary to play him.
Yeah, he like combos off interactables I didn't even know you could combo off of.
Yep.
It's crazy.
What about Manhunter? For a long time, Rio's been gone, and Jupiter stepped up. Now Rio's back. Rio did super well at Defend the North, but he was beating people. I don't think he beat anyone that Jupiter has not already beaten in a tournament.
Yes.
And I don't think it's fair to just say, oh, Rio's the best because Rio was the best at MK. Well, that's not how that works. Who's the best? I think that's another where both look really good, and we're going to have to find out. Rather than I see people in the forums like, Rio's the best.
And they're only saying that because of the result at Summer Jam.
Right, which...
They're only saying that because of that.
I mean, that's great, but...
Jupiter kind of like came out after that, though. I mean,
yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
well after that.
Rio put Marsh on the map, Jupiter's taken over, now Rio's back, it's awesome. I love this shit. This game's hype as fuck now. It's starting to feel like 6 months ago, we were like, this game doesn't have the rivalries that MK had. We're getting there now. Like, we just brought up two that are two guys who look really fucking good, have really similar results. We're getting there.
And everyone wants to be the best with their character.
Yes.
Like, they're calling each other out at school.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't get to have that. Man.
You're the only Ares.
Forever King Jr. plays as Ares.
Yeah,
that's true. But he plays a lot of characters.
Yeah, he plays a lot of characters. Also, it's a child. You can't really call him that.
Yeah.
Go to bed, fucker.
Yeah.
He's actually a really nice little kid. I actually played him in the mirror at Summer Jam, and it wasn't pretty.
How'd it go?
Yeah, how'd it go?
10-0.
Oh, God.
And a couple months later, I get a text
haven't actually
message.
said who. You haven't actually said who.
Oh,
yeah.
for Forever King Jr.
He beat 10-0?
Yeah.
Oh.
And a couple months later, I get a text message from somebody with the link to Twitch, and he was like, Forever King Jr.'s in like winners finals of Yumacon. I was like, oh shit! Finally, somebody. And I watched the stream, and it was him against playing to win. And after the match, I was like, oh, never mind. Because it was pretty rough, but that kid's really talented. I know nobody knows this. This is a nice little insider for you guys. Right before top 16 at Summer Jam, he bodied Chaotic 5-0 with Bane, and then just walked out of the room. And that was right before Chaotic played his top 16 match.
Wow.
What? Hold on. Wait, stop.
Yes.
Chaotic has consistently said Bane is ass.
I know.
What the fuck?
He got up from that chair with the most emo look on his face. He looked at me and he goes, man, I just got bodied. And then he walked up and played like Rico in top 16.
Man, he always has blown up Bane.
Yes.
He's been one of those guys that's like, why would you ever get hit by Barge? Bane is so bad.
And that was pre-patch Bane.
Yeah.
Oh, good times. Good times. But Forever King Jr. is ridiculous. He beat Rico in the Black Adam mirror in the team tournament.
I remember that.
I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I do remember that.
He'd like back two in the super. Greatest thing I ever seen.
He won with the super.
I commentated that match. That was the hypest thing I ever commentated.
I hate that these kids are so good. It makes me feel good. I hate these.
They're just gonna get better too.
Well, they either have a brother that is also good, or they have online, or they have both. We didn't have online when we were kids.
They don't have jobs. They just
and they don't have jobs. So
and they have fast reactions. It's absolute bullshit.
It is.
We're getting to the point where we need to have separate leagues. Old men.
I agree.
And then kids. Yeah.
Yes.
It's just bullshit.
Like
the youth league.
And under.
Yeah. I don't want to have to fight
fuck that shit.
The older and fatter I get, the worse my reactions are. I don't want to have to fucking play these children.
When you lose to a child, like,
it's immoral. I know.
I almost lost to my nephew in checkers. He's like 4 years old.
What?
God. Jesus.
Yeah, it was rough. I almost lost.
I lost to my 6-year-old nephew in NFL Blitz for Xbox Arcade.
Sunk's son could figure out this maze thing that I couldn't figure out.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I remember that thing, that little circle,
that big giant ball that was.
Yeah.
Like, it was a maze.
I got blown up by it, and he could do it. Sunk Jr. He was like, "Give me that, you little faggot," and then he did it.
That's offensive.
Not really. No, he's actually the opposite of his father. It's awesome. That's how he rebels against his dad, by being kind-hearted.
That's tight.
Yeah.
It's compensating.
What do you guys think of this down one Trident Rush fiasco?
Yeah, we got to get that out of the way. Let's talk about
Yes.
blow up. Everyone's talking about it.
Everyone's absolutely is talking about it, and they should be. Because that's literally how Rico Suave won that tournament. If you ask him, if you interview him, he will say, down one Trident Rush is what won me Defend the North. Have a nice day. So it was after the tournament. I'm sitting there with Rico Suave and CD Jr. talking about Trident Rush. And I didn't know where Tom Brady shows up. And we get into this half-hour-long debate about if it's good or not. And for some reason, it goes into this huge fiasco between those two having a grudge between each other, and they start money matching. 2 hours go by, 3 first to fives go by, and I don't really go into the details because it might be embarrassing for both of them. But Rico Suave won 2 of them. But what was interesting was Tom Brady went for Trident Rush quite a bit. And he would do the meter burn version, and he kept missing his forward dashes. And then Rico would just back to him, and 50% of his health is gone. So I'm not sure if there's something there or not. But
Maybe that's why he doesn't do Trident Rush.
Yeah, and he kind of stepped up and said that, he's the undisputed master of Aquaman. But
those words?
Yeah, that I'm actually quoting him. That's
awesome.
seeing him miss something like that consistently was kind of skeptical. And I think Rico kind of won the argument and just kind of proclaiming that Trident Rush really is that good. Especially the meter version where it just builds so much chip and it does so much chip damage. I mean, builds so much meter and does so much chip damage. And the fact that everything's cancelable into it. And in a match where there's high pressure, there's no pressure to do that. And I think that's what's really good about it.
Yeah, I absolutely hate the move. It what gives my character the most trouble. I don't know. I really want Tom to do well. I think he's awesome, but he's wrong on this.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's pride. Like, I know you never want to admit that someone else is doing something with your character that's better than you thought, but sometimes you have to, man. I watch all
Absolutely.
the Catwoman footage I can. I've taken many, many things from crazy other Catwoman players, like Katana. I took a ton of stuff from other Katana players. CD Senior's doing 2-1. I'm like, that's not that good. My comp would blow that up. I play him. I lose. He plays my comps. They lose. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, all right, he's right. I got to swallow my pride and start using this shit he's using. I implement an I game. I'm better than ever. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah, we can't all know everything about our character.
The argument is that it's punishable. Is that true?
A few characters.
Yep, only a couple characters.
Some characters, but even then, like...
Yeah, even then.
You're going to eat the chip or you got to push block.
when you push block, you're just blocking him into the range that he controls.
Yep,
While it's true that he's negative, and some people can then guess, it's negative in this game, unless it's straight up punishable, doesn't mean what it meant in MK. Like, just last week we were talking about how Wound is so smart about that. So, let's take Catwoman. She gets a forward 1 that you have to block. So what? Nothing else reaches. Like, what am I going to do? Jump in? No.
Down
low
2?
Whip? Yeah, low whip? No. Like, just because they have a guess, you have an even amount of guesses in your favor. If not more. The guessing game would be in your favor when you're negative. When you have Aquaman's tools. Negative with pushback like that. I really wish he would take a bigger look at that. I don't know how it's disputable at this point.
Yeah, because the proof's in the tape.
I mean, that's Aquaman's wheelhouse. You can't jump, literally.
Right.
So you have to, and if he out-footsies you, which is a lot of characters because of back 1, I mean, it's pretty rough. Like, it's pretty hard to deal with back 1 when you can't jump. Because it just, I mean, it's probably the 3rd or 4th best footsie tool in the game, besides like Doomsday Shoulder, Killer Frost Slide, and Green Lantern back 1. So it's like, yeah, it's definitely good. It's something I always never understood why Aquaman don't do this. It's like, I don't know why some of them don't do back 1, 2, 3, and then it's a lot easier to hit confirm if it's on hit or on block. You do back 1, 2, 3. If you see that the back 1 hits, it's a lot easier to hit confirm into from the deep and get like, a 37, 38% combo, or maybe it's 36. And if you see that it's blocked, then you can just go right into Trident Rush and get 15%.
And the thing about it is if you hit with Trident Rush, you can confirm it into a meter burn and still get like 35%.
Yeah, and even back 1, 2, Trident Rush is still like 30%. Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know.
Why not?
Like, there might be even more room for him to be good. Like, to me, like back 1, 2, 3, I think is even better. I think they just love hitting back 1, 2, and then the from the deep combo because it does like 40%. It's super satisfying, and it's just, I don't know, because a lot of them will do back 1, 2, and they see it doesn't hit, and then they just sit there, and they're like, oh, I was hoping that would hit, and
yeah, and then go for the from the deep, and
they just do back 1, 2, and then they just start backing up, or. But to me, like, back 1, 2, 3 seems better. You do back 1, 2, 3 and you see it hits, and then from the deep, or back 1, 2, 3 you see it's block, and then you just hit your free chip damage.
Yep.
But I'm sure they have their reasons, but that's something I always wondered.
Yeah, but wait, aren't you guys on record saying Aquaman is not that good because you can blow up his wake-ups?
No. I'm on record saying that's a weakness. I'm not on record saying he's not that good. What the fuck are you talking about? I hate Aquaman.
You said he's not tops because of that.
But get the fuck out of here.
You have said it on this show, sir.
Bullshit. I have said that might cause him to not be top 5. And that's true. We don't, as we just said, there's a shitload of characters who are super, super good. Get the fuck out. That's Slips, man. That's this fucking Goomba. I never said that shit.
I've definitely said that.
That is my character's worst match. I hate that motherfucker.
I've definitely said that.
Yeah,
like,
that's on
I
him.
think if you get him on the ground, if you really know the timing to blow up his wake-ups, like, he's kind of screwed.
That is true, though. That's a huge weakness to have. And that's the same thing I say about characters like Zod. I know I talk to Pig all the time. Harold is mastering the timing to blow up Zod's semi-invincible wake-up attacks, and Pig's been saying, what the fuck? And it's like, yep, dude, this is the future of this game, man.
Can all characters do that, though?
Yes. Yeah. It's not, they just don't have full invincibility. Any move in the game with any character can do it if you have the time.
What if you're like fast string as a high or something?
What about it?
You gotta do a mid. You definitely gotta do a mid. got to at least be a mid.
A quick hitting mid string.
Now it doesn't have to be quick. You can blow up a wake up with a forward 3.
Right.
Yeah, it just has to be timed, yeah.
If the wake up system is
people might can be confused. It doesn't have to be a mid. Could be like a low. It could be any move.
It definitely can be a low.
Yeah.
Highs can work, but they're a little inconsistent.
Yeah, the idea is, well, you can explain it.
The wake up system is the exact same thing as it was in MK. Remember in MK, if you didn't use meter as your wake up attack, it wasn't fully invincible. Like Sector, whenever he would wake up with a wake up teleport, if he didn't use meter, you could hit him out of it, like as he was going down into the ground. But if you used a bar meter, it was like fully invincible.
Well, EX moves had 20 frames of invincibility.
Yeah. It was a universal, like.
Right.
Yeah. And this game, imagine everyone has only one move that's fully invincible. And some characters don't, like Aquaman. And Aquaman has that like Sector-like syndrome where if you don't have meter, he doesn't really have a wake-up attack. You can always hit him out of it. A semi-invincible wake-up attack means there's like 8 frames where the move is invincible, but that move will only hit on like the 13th or 15th frame. So from frame 8 to frame 15, their invincibility has worn out and their move hasn't hit yet. So there's like 7 frames where you can actually hit them. So if you the best way to do it is find a combo that ends in a hard knockdown. So they don't have the option to roll. The only option they have is the wake up attack, and that's it. And you just do that combo on the computer, set them to wake up attack, and then you just learn the timing of when to blow up that wake up attack. Aquaman suffers. Catwoman, she doesn't have trait. Raven especially. I mean, at Frosty Faust. Yeah, Lobo, his is a little hard, but it varies. Like Zod's push, I think it's like 13 frames, so there's only like maybe a 3 frame gap or a 4 frame gap, so that one's a little harder. But characters that have where their wake up attacks, take a little longer. It's a lot longer for them to actually get to that hitting frame where they actually hit you. That gap's pretty feasibly easy to land.
I've got a question about this. Do you do the string where like the first part of the string starts during the invincibility frames, or do you time it where the string starts as the invincibility frames are gone?
It depends on how fast your move is.
Right.
Like with Deathstroke, I can do a sword flip or something, and then dash up, and then I can literally, all of his wake ups I can stuff with, I can do a forward 3 if I want, I can do a back 2 if I want, I can do a back 1. I have 3 options to stuff his wake up attacks. And it's just a little bit, like a forward 3 I gotta start it up a little bit sooner. And then a back 2, my back 1, I gotta wait a little bit longer because those moves are quicker. So it depends on, it just depends on how fast you're moving. Like if you have Green Lantern, and in a hard knockdown, your back 1 is pretty safe, so you're gonna wait a little bit longer. But if you have like, I don't know, Cyborg, you end in a hard knockdown somehow, and you want to do forward 3 to stuff a wake up attack, you would start the forward 3 up a little bit quicker.
So
it's just something that you gotta, as long as your move hits like mid, it should work.
I'll have to try that.
If for some reason throws can't stuff wake up attacks, even like for some reason that doesn't work. Like you can't stuff a wake up attack with a throw.
Glass Sword just made a thread called Wake Up Attacks and You. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yes.
Great thread. Everybody go search for Glass Sword, which you should be doing regularly anyway, but search for this thread.
Yeah.
Read it. It's a great thread. He goes through every character in the game and he explains are their wake-up attacks fully invincible or semi-invincible? He explains what point in the animation do they lose the invincibility. It is your guide to stuffing wake-ups. And then you go into training mode and you figure this out. It's absolutely crucial. If you don't know,
your match versus him was a prime example of how big of a deal it is.
Right. That's why he lost.
Yeah.
That's the
He had a huge life lead on you. You knocked him down one time, and he couldn't do shit but guess, and he just kept guessing wrong.
Right. And when he had a full bar life lead on me, and I was not nervous. I did not freak out. I sat there and I thought, I spent the past week practicing this. One knockdown, Austin. One knockdown. And that's what happened.
I love it.
So when you play Lex Luthor or Sinestro, and you have an unsafe, fully invincible wake-up attack, don't post that you can't get up. Don't tell Austin that you can't get up. That's obnoxious as fuck. Batman players don't go, I can't get up. No. Raven players don't want to see that shit.
Yeah, imagine if Darth Arma figures out the timing to blow up Aquaman's wake-up attacks.
Yeah.
Maybe it'd be different.
Yeah, I absolutely think that of what we know about the game right now, this is the skill that separates the boys from the men. It's the counter poking in this game. I think that's the thing. A lot of people are like, this game doesn't take as much skill to play as MK, like technically, timing and all that. This is one of the biggest skills, I think, in the game. Like, that's something that everyone's still working on, and you can really see who's good at it and who's not, and how much of a difference maker it is. If I hadn't practiced that for Glass Sword, I would have lost, and I would have got 5th instead of 4th.
It's also good at eliminating what their wake-up attacks. Like, I know when I play Jeremiah, he knows that I know the timing, the stuff, all the wake-up attacks, except for the Doomsday's up shoulder.
That's true. Even if they have a fully invincible one, you need to learn the timing to stuff the semi-invincible one so that they just go down to uppercut, which is then punishable, which then you can punish.
Yeah. So
you scare him, yeah.
So when I have Jeremiah on the ground, I'm either going to just put him in the 50-50, or I'm just going to sit there and I'm going to block an up shoulder and go games.
Right. Exactly.
So you're not, when you knock them down, you don't feel like you're in as much as a guessing game as they are. Because now you've only limited them to just one fully invincible wake-up attack.
If you go to stuff it, can they wake up meter burn back through you though?
It depends on the situation. If your knockdown is not if your knockdown gives them, let's say it's a knockdown that knocks them full screen and they have time to get up, and you doing your attack that stuffs it is slow and all that, it is possible, but let's say Catwoman versus Raven, I do 1-2-2, walk forward slightly. No, she cannot. If I time it right, she can't even backdash out of it.
It'll beat it out.
If I time forward one right, she cannot backdash, meter burn, or jump out.
If you have a quick double hitting move, you should be able to get the meter burn back 3 off, but if you have a multiple hitting, like I know with Scorpion, I just do 2 up 3. Even if you get or I do back 1 2. Even if you do the meter burn back 3 and you time it perfectly, you'll get the meter burn back 3, but it's 2 hits.
Sometimes you can't even do that. Yeah, it all depends. There are knockdowns that are hard knockdowns where you're point blank and you have time where they can't even get it out.
Wow.
But there's some where you can, and that's an option.
So it's all just matchup dependent.
Yeah, and the timing to stuff the wake-ups can vary depending on when they do the wake-up attack. Deg recently Deg was the first person I've seen to make a post about this, where he was talking about this, and he's correct. It's harder to stuff a wake-up attack. I'm Catwoman. If I do my wake-up attack late, at the last possible second as she's laying there dead, it's harder to stuff it. So you have to take that into consideration too. It doesn't make a semi-invincible wake attack fully invincible. It is what it is, but it can make the timing different. And then if they're delaying it to take care of that, that might give me the option to do a meter burn back 3 or a jump out or whatever. There's a ton of variables. There's a lot of ins, there's a lot of outs, there's a lot of what have yous.
But for characters like Aquaman and Raven, it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it's huge. And Zod. These
characters. Well, Zod has that really good backdash, which
that's true.
That one's kind of hard because he's got that backdash option. But Aquaman has a shitty backdash. Same with Raven. Like these, Raven and Aquaman are a hard problem for a lot of characters, and that is one spot where you can capitalize on them.
Yeah, and it's not a coincidence. These characters are hardcore zoners, and they have these shite wake-ups. It's pretty awesome design. Like those are the characters why NRS went through, instead of just having straight up, your meter removes gives you 20 frames of invincibility like MK, instead of being universal, they went through by hand through every character. It's pretty interesting.
Some good info there.
I've actually been reading the thread while we've been talking here.
It's a great thread.
It is.
It's also funny.
It is very funny. I've been finding a lot of... Why is Ares the reign of injustice?
Well, he has a teleport. He's royalty. I guess Ares is not really royalty.
They're both gods, aren't they?
Rain is the son of God. No, he's the son of...
Half god.
Yeah,
he's half god, yeah.
Ares is all God.
He does not have 4 roundhouse. Or 4-3 roundhouse.
He does not. Also, Foxy doesn't upplay him.
Yeah, that's correct. He downplays
Right.
the shit out of Ares.
Yeah, instead that's whoa that are upplaying. You guys just have no idea.
What, down
She's
3?
the cabal of the game. Down 3. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. That's what.
I love that.
If you haven't
got a
played
treat
the
for you guys.
Nevic, you haven't played WoW.
Whoa.
I have a quote from... I'm going to quote Tom Brady quoting Foxy Grandpa from EVO. They sit down in front of an Asus monitor. Foxy looks at him with the straightest face on the planet, and he goes, "You're about to play the best Rain player in the world."
Wow.
And then Brady destroyed him. And we never saw Rain again.
He's confident, at least.
Yeah, he's definitely confident. You have to give him
Definitely
that.
confident.
Yeah.
Me and Smargasm hate Foxy. Oh my god, do we hate Foxy for the Rain debacle.
Talk about it. Fuck it. People love him, K-Talk.
Put him on
Let's
blast.
go. Yeah, let's go.
Oh my god. Smargasm would call me and go, "What the fuck did Foxy just do on Test Your Might?" He said that Rain beats Jax. And I'm like, "What the fuck?" And we would go at it, man. Oh. And the worst part about it, he's only came here once, and I never got to EVO. Me and Smargasm never got to go to EVO to actually play him. But god. Fucking hell.
Well, his ring got blown up.
All I can do is cuss about it. But man, and fun little MK fact. Me and Smargasm did a Reign of the Universe match at Fall Classic, and it was off stream, right next to the Injustice stream in like Blackula's room or something. Blackula Astronaut and Tom Brady were streaming, and he got me 5-3. But in the last match, I hit him with like the last tech that was ever made for Rain, and I hit him with a 70% combo. And he said, "You hit me with that and lost," and I feel like I just lost. That's what he told me. And so it was really good, and because we were like the only 2 Rain players that did decent in tournament. I did really bad. I had one good showing. That was it. And on the topic of Glass Sword, every time I talk to him, I like to talk to him about how I beat him with Cyber Sub-Zero at MLG. And that always gets him emo.
You beat his smoke with Cyber Sub-Zero?
Yeah, I beat his smoke with Cyber Sub-Zero.
Oh, according to Ribs, Frothy, and Tommy, that's a bad match for Smoke.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, they're like dive kick. You can't do anything.
Because he can just nilly-willy dive kick all day. But at the time, nobody really knew that. I picked Rain and we went 1-1, and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm about to get blown up." And this is the worst part, is that I picked Cyber Sub-Zero. I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna go in there," and he beats me again. And I went, oh shit, and I shook his hand and I walked away. And he went, bro, this is MLG. Oh, that's not really how he said it, because that's a Tom Brady way to say it.
Actually, this is 3 out of 5. We're MLG.
That's exactly how he said it. And he had the hat.
Get back here.
Get back here.
I can't even take that straight away. But after I beat him, I felt so bad. And I've never let him live it down. And I never will.
You felt bad about it, so then you never let him live it down. That's great.
Yep. I felt so bad about it, but every time I see him, I'm like, oh, I beat you with Cyber.
Wasn't he recently on record saying he wasn't that bad at MK9?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, you were bad at MK9.
It was shortly after that where he started doing decent.
I love that we gave him Player of the Year, or Improved of the Year, and he was like, I was not that bad.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was awesome.
He's got confidence now.
I absolutely love that he's really good in Injustice.
I do too. It's awesome. It gives hope to everybody.
It all started with there was one Atlanta Weekly where he played Trey Pound.
Yes.
And beat his Hawk Girl with Raven and popped off, and it was the greatest Atlanta Kombat thing I've ever seen.
Trey, welcome to Losers.
Welcome to Losers.
Welcome to Losers. Tell me that wasn't the greatest thing ever.
He is top 5.
It's weird because like he's like the nicest guy, but when he beats you, he's like a huge fucking asshole.
He is.
It's awesome.
It's like he compiles the assholeness and just lets it out at one moment. Loads up.
Rage.
God, the day he beats Pig in tournament.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
I hope it happens just for the pop-off.
I want to be there in person.
It's coming. That's the best part.
Fuck you, Brent.
Oh God, that'd be awesome.
This is for Kenshi.
It's building. There's no way Glass Sword hasn't practiced his pop-off against
Oh,
me.
yeah, in the mirror.
Practice pop-offs. The fuck is that?
He might even throw his hat.
I could see him throwing it down. That'd be awesome.
And just pop off. Pop off away, man.
Dude, he's kind of ditched the hat for a hood.
Yeah, I don't like that. Well,
I don't like that.
No, at Frosty,
like
he had the hood on, and then he put the fedora on top of the hood.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was tight. Well, he's giving himself an edge, you know? He wants to just look ahead, like Rio and MLG. Like, that's how serious it is now. It's serious fucking business.
He's a star, man.
He is.
I remember back when he kept going through different elements of swords.
Yes.
Like irons and a couple other golden sword. There was a lot of them. He's a lot more Hollywood than he appears.
He is. He's very Hollywood. He's probably top 5 most Hollywood.
Yeah, he's pretty Hollywood.
Yeah. So is that it with Defend the North? I guess we've covered mostly everything.
Yeah. I could go on and on and on about
props
how bad
to
the actual
Revolver
tournament was.
Placed again. Gur did well.
Gur did place again, and
we can stop pretending that Vane's not good.
Vane is retarded. Dude.
Yeah,
Vane.
like he's 21st. He's not that good. Get the
thread. Oh.
Yeah.
Gur did a couple of money matches after the tournament. Gur put Revolver out 2-0 and lost to him 2-5 in a money match. I quoted Revolver later as saying, "I'm free in tournament." That's why he lost. Revolver also beat Dragon God 5-1, I think, in a money match.
Wow.
Which is really interesting.
Yeah.
And then there's the one that I did with Gur that's on the front page. I don't know why. Storm's front paged it, and I don't know why. It's just Ares and Bane.
I haven't seen it yet. I saw that. I'm gonna check it out because when does that ever happen?
It is the most all I do is teleport on wake up, teleport on wake up, and teleport on wake up until he's debuffed, and then I hit him for 70-something%. Oh.
So yeah, both of the top Bane players that play in tournament are consistently doing very well.
Very well.
There's still people pretending he's not good. It's absolutely baffling.
And a lot of the Bane players, there's a lot of them. I don't know why there's a lot of them, but they talk about Gur, and I don't know why, but they like to downplay him. They like to say that he's just very sporadic and he's YOLO as fuck. And I played really long sets with him, and this kid adapts really quick. He's a kid.
He's adapts, like 17 or 16 or something like that.
He adapts really quick. He actually tries to learn the matchup. If something doesn't go right, he asks you. And the online players, all these online Bane players that blown up, I'm like, that's all you do online is just YOLO, 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 YOLO. And he deserves a lot more credit, and he should definitely be labeled as, between him and Max, as the top 2 Banes right now.
Yeah, I agree. I see a lot of people saying, oh, he's very sloppy.
Yeah,
he doesn't do that. And it's like, dude, how many top 8s before we stop pretending he's not good? Like,
and the names he's beaten is reputable.
It's easy to do that, to watch someone play.
Yep.
How many people weren't saying down one cutter? That's stupid. I'd never get hit by that. Down one spear? That never worked against me. You try down one spear against me, I'll blow your bloody back out. Slips had to remind him that one of the main guys that he uses down one spear against OCV'd his whole team.
Yeah.
That was...
Maybe like early on in the game's life when everyone was just counter poking with down one, I could see that, but the game evolved to where people were counter poking with standing attacks like knees and shit. And so down one spear became a pretty big fucking deal.
I
think yours awesome.
I've got another story from Defend the North, and that is Chris G's Scorpion.
Oh yeah, let's talk about it. What the fuck was that all about?
It was really good. I mean, really good.
Is he actually playing him?
Yes, and
Since when has he been playing him? What the hell is this?
I thought he didn't play.
This was the first time, and off stream he played Brady and lost by chip.
Wow.
In the third game with Scorpion Aquaman, which is supposedly like 7-3.
Yeah, that's bad.
And he lost by chip out. And I thought that was amazing. And he lost to Gurr close, but I think that's a lopsided matchup as well. But there were he had a couple matches on stream where he just dominated the guys, the kind of randoms. And he had really good tech with Scorpion. And I was like, what the hell? People were blown away that he played KI on pad. That was a really big headline.
Yeah, I saw he got top 8 in that game.
Yeah.
In KI?
Yeah.
Yep.
He got like 5th or something in KI.
Wow.
He uses an Xbox One pad Tekken style, and it's a 6-button game. That's really hard to do.
Oh, with the claw.
Yeah.
How do people play like that?
I don't know.
I used to play Lily when I played Lily claw style. And then in Tekken Tag, I had to switch back and forth.
But like with that style, he has to actually physically move his hand to hit the triggers for his heavies. So
you can't use the trigger.
Yep. It was really weird, but it was successful. But he played Saberwolf. He just mashed buttons.
Yeah.
That's all. That's a whole other game. We'll not even talk about that.
So Chris G is for real with Scorpion? He wasn't trolling?
I honestly think that he's for real.
That's his new main, maybe?
Yep.
Slips, are you emo that Chris G plays your main?
Little competition there.
Yeah, you emo?
I'd be happy, dude. I welcome it.
Why, you steal his tech?
Yeah. I'm white, man. We see people do stuff and we steal it and try and make it better. That's how we work.
It's true. That's what America was built on.
Yeah.
He had a lot of ambiguous setups, and he just as a smart player was able to really mess people up just with the Scorpion mind games of Hellfire, not Hellfire, teleport or not teleport. And when you put that in the hands of someone that's that smart as a player, and then normally I blow up Chris G because he's an asshole, but
why is he an asshole?
Yeah, blow him up. He doesn't blow him up. He doesn't. Shit. Yeah, there's no way Chris G's listening to this. It's like, fuck that, Mr. Aquaman. Like, blow him up.
Okay, he actually knows me, so at the next tournament he might call me an asshole, but
no one cares. Not listening. Yeah.
Like, I met him at Civil War. I played him twice, and we actually talked quite a bit while playing. Outside of that, if I say hi to him, he does not know who I am. And he's just.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna
he's Hollywood.
I'm gonna defend him here.
Okay, go for it.
At tournaments, I love to talk to people. I love knowing I remember talking to you a year ago, but you can't remember everyone. That
Absolutely.
dude plays every game.
Absolutely.
Is a huge, probably the number one star in the fighting game community. Can you really blow him up for that?
But what I'm blowing him up for is that every time I see him lose is why I don't like him.
Okay, that's fair. Talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like he lost to Gurr and just said like that's a stupid character and ran off the marble.
I agree with you.
I remember when I beat him at MK9, he was like floored about 111 takedown with Scorpion. It's like, what is that? He's like, can you not interrupt that? I'm like, no, man.
That's how he finishes every combo.
He's like, man, that Scorpion pressure is ridiculous. 111 takedown.
Dude, it's like Johnny Cage. I think I've said that before.
Fuck out of here.
Dude, you did downplay his 1-1-1.
Get the fuck out of here.
How is that not good?
Yeah,
I'm working with fucking stones and twigs, and you guys are like acting like it's an AK-47. It's ridiculous.
I for one hate it when top players lose and then rage and downplay their opponents winning. That's the worst.
He did at the Lowe's Lou at Civil War 5. He lost. You guys probably know this better than I do, but I'm gonna try to explain it to you. It's Cabal's Buzzsaw versus Reptile's Super.
Oh yeah.
And Lolzlu, I can't remember if he threw it first or second, but the Buzzsaw will only hit him out of it if it's done first or second. If I remember correctly, if Reptile does a Super and then Cabal does the Buzzsaw will hit him.
I think so.
And that's what happened on the final hit. And Lolzlu beat Christie, and Christie didn't shake his hand, got up through the fight stick, walked up to Blackula, who was running the bracket, and goes, "Put me out of the tournament," and runs off the marble.
What?
I love when Christie quits tournaments. That's awesome.
He said, "Put me out of losers," and runs off the marble. I'm gonna finish all my blow ups with he runs off the marble.
I remember the tournament at CEO 2012. He had a force ball out, and Clint dive kicked with Sonya through it. He lost. He was like, "Just put me out of the tournament." I know PR Balrog this year. I can't remember who he was playing. Some hot girl player just did nothing but mace charge.
Oh, it was Costner.
Yes, that's right. Costner. Yeah, Costner doing nothing but mace charge.
Costner was trolling him and beat him.
Yeah, beat him, and then he's like, "I'm out of the tournament. DQ me." Like, those guys get so mad they get DQ'd out of the tournament. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Even I've never done that. I've only talked about it. I've only been like, "I'm done. I'm quitting," and then
you almost did at Evo though.
Yeah, I've only threatened to do that. They actually do it. It's awesome. I love those guys' assault.
But it's at a tournament like that, it's just a little bit unprofessional to me.
It is, because the dumb thing is they obviously need to realize that to them, these Injustice and MK is not a big deal, but to Gurr and Lolzlu, that's their game.
Yeah.
It's the only game they play.
Yep.
They're both guys just trying to level up, trying to prove that they're good at these NRS games they love, and these Capcom guys are like...
And when you finally get a win like that, and they're just like, "No, that was bullshit." And then that just makes you feel like a piece of shit.
Right. That is dumb.
I like it.
It's funny. It is funny.
It's funny.
It is definitely funny, though. It's the same... And that's why
if I don't make someone salty, then I didn't do something right.
And that's why we're always blowing up the, "Well, I don't even play this game. I don't even play this game. I don't even play this game" thing. Like, shut up, dude.
The best part was that Rico got to say that to Tom Brady. Because Rico really, he sold his 360, sold his Injustice copy, only been playing KI.
Oh, and still won.
Wins the tournament, and just keeps going, "Man, I don't even play this game anymore." And I'm sitting there going, "Well, I believe that because you play Black Adam."
Yeah, then don't tell us how Black Adam's not that good.
And then exactly, he will tell you, "Bro, he's terrible now."
Jesus.
I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but he's playing every week at the break and shit.
Yep.
Yeah, for some reason, KDZ, I've never heard KDZ actually say this, but everyone's like, he doesn't play anymore. What? I don't think he's missed a single break. Junior is like, I don't play this game. Batgirl and Zod at NEC.
Yep.
Like, you're not even playing your old characters. You clearly play the game. And then Maxter's on stream outing his brother saying, yeah, of course he plays.
Maxter always blows him up.
I caught Junior in the corner practicing Zod.
Yeah.
Oh, you caught him.
He did not enter the tournament. For some reason, he's off in the corner playing Injustice by himself.
For someone who hates the game, why would you play for fun on the side?
That's a blow up right there.
Yeah.
That is a blow up. Junior on blast.
Oh, I'll put Junior on blast. This is funny. Look this up on YouTube. I don't know the name of the video, but this at Defend the North, this Cody player is playing. What's his name? Fuck, I can't remember his name. Anyway, Junior. He's
is he black?
Yes, Blue 9. It's Blue 9, and that's one of Junior's boys. And Blue 9, the Cody player pops off when he wins the first game. It's awesome. He starts acting out Cody's super. He does the fucking tornado uppercut and everything.
Oh, that's too good.
And then, which is awesome, I respect that. But then Blue 9 goes on to win the set, so that's really embarrassing. But you know what? Fuck it, I still respect that. So the guy pops off, ends up losing the set, and then Junior starts popping off.
Oh,
Junior's getting super hyped. And then the guy turns to Junior, and he's like, yo, let's money match. And Junior's like, oh, I don't play this game. It's absolutely
Wow.
Dude, you're constantly tweeting about AE. You're constantly talking about how you hang out with Dominion. Your Twitter wallpaper thing is Jury. Like, what do you play? What can we get a list from CD Junior of what games he officially plays? Is it just KI now? And then with KI, he plays like all 6 characters. So yeah, I'm sure if you beat a Sidira, well, I didn't use my Saberwolf, Nika. It doesn't count.
You can't say that.
What?
That's fucked up.
No, I was mocking. I wasn't actually saying.
Did it have the K's or was it?
Yes,
yes,
I had the K's.
Okay, K's are okay then.
Yeah, I think Carl and Junior both need to provide before every tournament match a card that officially says this counts with their name on it, and they hand it. I'm so sick of both those guys are insanely guilty of. Oh well, this is on PS3, doesn't count. Oh well, I wasn't even my main, doesn't count. Oh well, I haven't been playing, this doesn't count. Can we please get sanctioned tournament matches? Like, will they call next up in pools, Slips versus CD Junior? This counts, and like both shake on it. Can we agree this one counts? Or don't enter the goddamn tournament.
Yep.
And I don't want to hear how, well, I'm just supporting NRS games. No one fucking cares. If you sign your name up, it counts.
Just shake their fucking hand if you lose.
Yeah.
It's not that big a deal.
It's not that big of a deal. Give people their fucking wins.
I've got a good reel for you, Bit.
Okay.
One of my favorite stories of Mortal Kombat. Sitting down with Rio, and I don't know how his name comes up. Lulz Lu. Lulz Lu's name comes up, and Rio goes, let me tell you something. I pick Cabal, I get booed, but Lulz Lu picks Cabal, and everyone's going apeshit crazy and wants him to win. They're in the crowd going, I want you to pick Rooftop. Let's go, Lulz Lu. But when I pick him, I'm the bad guy. And he was so salty about that, and he still can't let that go.
I have wondered that. I've never met Lulz Lu. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I have always wondered that. Last year he would play online, and everyone, come on, Lu, let's
everyone
go!
Roots for Lulz Lu.
Rooftop. Yeah, it's
exactly
weird. Like, dude, he's playing matchups insanely in his favor on Rooftop Day, and people are like, come on, Lu.
Yeah. Laming it out too. He's laming it out, and there's like, yeah, fucking gas blast.
I've actually had that same conversation with Rio. I've always agreed. He is like a huge hero last year. I never got that. I just assumed it's because he played online and was like a nice guy, so everyone knew him personally. And most people don't know Rio like we do. They just see him as Darth Vader.
Yeah, Darth Vader.
Yeah.
So if you play Cabal, you're automatically a villain, you're saying.
Yeah? You're a fucking asshole if you play as Cabal. You better be good. That's the curse.
That is the curse.
You better be fucking good. You cannot lose.
He was the only one that people just went Just wanted to see win.
Yeah, that always baffled me too.
And he played on Hitbox. What a scumbag.
Yeah, yes.
Fucking scumbag.
Yeah.
Oh, and he
is he like an online warrior?
Yeah, he's a big online.
Oh, that's why.
And he got into Injustice really early, and he got pretty big first couple months for playing Scumbag Nightwing Day 1, the down one from hell.
Yeah.
And when he got on stream, everyone was like, they want the dick, and they want the dick now.
Well,
and they loved him.
That Nightwing cannot compete and is the worst character in the game.
I have heard the same thing.
People are saying he's bottom 5.
Oh my god.
No one plays him in tournament.
Sajam uses him every week at Wednesday Night 5. I mean,
he's using him tonight.
Yeah, GGA has 2 Nightwing players.
But man, I haven't seen results.
I mean, we haven't seen results from Killer Frost. That doesn't mean she's not good.
Smash.
I've been wondering where Chaotic is. Chaotic's one of my boys.
Yeah,
he hasn't
come died. Where is he?
He keeps posting pics with rap lyrics on Facebook.
Like, he used to regulate the
and that's it.
He was a huge matchup cop.
Yeah, he was.
He vanished. I randomly saw him the other day. He finally returned to argue with Ducky about Raven versus Killer Frost.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was both of them were did you guys see that? No. It was like, I'm hoping it was I'm hoping both agreed to do a tongue-in-cheek. They both were going, if you haven't played me, you haven't played my character.
Yeah, exactly.
You haven't played me yet. They were both rebelling each other. You just don't know. You just don't know. No, you just don't know.
I know, but you don't know.
Yeah, no, I know. You don't know. It was awesome. It was
he
like
will be at Winter Brawl.
Dick measuring contest I've ever seen. No one. So I'm basically thinking. So basically, no one knows.
Yep, no one knows.
Yeah.
Like the Killer Frost Raven matchup will never be played.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah,
and it will never be known.
It will never be known until they play each other. Then they can play a 1st to 5, and that'll settle it forever. It'll be settled.
Yeah, forever. 1 1st to 5 on one night.
Yes. You just don't. I've never seen 2 guys rebelling each other like that.
Rebello is hella over right now.
Talking about Ducky and Chaotic rebelling each other.
What?
What?
Your mic's fucked up.
I know. I had my hand over it.
Why would you do that?
I was talking to someone else.
Dizzy.
Who else would you be talking to?
Who the fuck do you think? Dizzy just came home. He asked what I was talking about.
Oh.
Your life partner, Dizzy?
I guess. No, man, he's with KI now. He abandoned us.
Yeah, that's true.
For the dark side.
For fucking Jago.
Saberwolf now.
He's really gone to dark.
He's not that good. It's like, no, he's not that good. And it's like, dude, even you moved to him.
Scumbag.
Just like Cage.
Yep.
Cage is dumb.
Yeah, Cage was top 5 in Chicago.
You should leave a sticky note on the fridge that says, "We miss you." Signed Down 1 Trident Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, he picked up on that pretty quick.
So we should probably hype up KIT.
Dude, that mansion. Is that gonna go down?
I think so.
It is going down. There's plenty of people that are booked for it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the GG. I mean, getting GGA to make plans is like herding cats. We're all like, we'll figure it out at Tony's tonight. And then we get to Tony's and I start screaming about how Bane is broken and we never get around to it.
Let's be serious, your Bane is broken.
I hate Bane, man. Like, let's not stand on ceremony here. His matchup chart is fucked up. Like, they're like, their idea, I'm popping off. I'm going.
Do it. Go for it.
Like, these Bane players, let me tell you something about Bane. These guys, their idea of a matchup chart is, can I run through you and do whatever the fuck I want to do? If the answer is yes, 5-5. If the answer is no, I lose 2-8. Real talk. You know it. You know I'm right. That's their matchup numbers.
This is true.
Can I absolutely do anything I want to on knockdown? If the answer is, oh, it's even, then it's unbearable. Fuck you, Bane. Fuck you, Duke.
Fuck Bane.
It's funny, like, when they knock you down, and if you have an option to get up that they actually have to respect, they're like, oh, this is out of his favor.
Yeah, if you have an option.
So it's pretty much if you have to play the game like everyone else, it's suddenly really bad.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Perfect example is that money match with Gurr. Before the money match, he'd never played Ares before in his life. And he was like, he asked me, what do you think of the matchup? I said, I think Ares wins it. And he goes, are you sure? Because I think it's very heavily in Bane's favor. And I thought that was really interesting. And so we played it out. And the second that I won the 5th game, he goes, that's such a bad matchup for Bane. Because he said before the patch, Ares didn't have that away teleport, and he could just fuck him on wake up every single time, no matter what. And he hadn't played him since after the patch. Now I can teleport away. He's like, no, now Bane's fucking done.
Yeah, so you just
all that means is that you just do a charge instead.
Yep.
Yeah, you nailed it. We're still in that period where they're so entitled to demolish you on knockdown that if you take them out of that comfort zone, they're like, what?
Yep.
What? I have to make a read on knockdown? This is ridiculous.
Yeah. And right now, it's they knock you down and they just pick one of 3 ridiculous
things. Get your whole
things.
life bar.
It's just they're in a constant. It's like El Forte in Street Fighter 4. You're just in a 3-way guessing game, and you could guess wrong until he reaches debuff, which means your life bar is gone.
Right. And for some reason, we are, and I'm not saying this isn't good, but we're in this mood where Batgirl and Killer Frost are broken and automatic top 5 because of their vortexes. Wake the fuck up. What Bane does, if you don't have a multi-hit wake-up attack, what Bane is doing to Catwoman is worse than Killer Frost.
Yeah.
The guessing game is worse.
Does a shitload more damage.
Like, she needs a bar, and it's just a straight-up 50-50. Like, his is a 50-50, where one of the options of the 50-50 when you're right is more guesses. It's an absolute nightmare. Bane is super good. That's not to say he doesn't have matchups that are a serious problem, but I think we're still in this...
They can get over it.
Yeah, that we're still in this mode where it's like, he will just demolish you when he gets a knockdown, and
I'm glad the real talk's coming out, because he's fucking dumb on knockdown. I fucking hate him.
I hate him too.
Dude, I hate him.
It's a nightmare.
I'm glad Catwoman killed him.
What?
She did in the movie, yeah.
In the movie.
Oh, yeah, that's... God,
she couldn't use a whip. She had to use like a fucking gun.
She used a fucking rocket.
Max, you can hold that shit. That's right. I forgot about that. Someone please make a GIF of that and post it.
If you beat him at another GGA, that has to be the front page GIF.
Yes,
Yeah.
I forgot.
It's Catwoman blasting.
You have new incentive now to win.
Yeah, man, I gotta rep her better.
Gotta live up to Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, Anne Hathaway body Tom Hardy 7-3. Hold that shit, Max. If I had that bat pod, you'd never win at GBS.
He didn't get a knockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how bad that match is. A fucking missile is what she needs to win.
What you need to do is get him on Wayne's Manor and hit him with the bike.
But, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
And just tell him to hold that shit.
Dude, get the fuck out of here with Bane. He's super downplayed. Partly. Some Bane players are not. Like, I'm not blowing up Max. Max is, if anything, Max might upplay it. Max is super... Did you guys see Max call out Smar, how gay that was?
That was the
It was
worst
super
call
gay.
out.
Yeah, that was the worst
super
call.
nice guy.
Yeah. Max is actually the opposite. Max, I'll rage and be like, this is 9-1. He'll be like, I think you're probably right. This is probably 9-1. Like, he's super...
Yep.
Stop
he
straight with me.
Yeah, he does not downplay Bane. Like, he'll win, like, he'll beat, like, my alt Superman and be like, maybe Superman doesn't beat Bane. Bane probably wins this match. You're right. Bane's broke. He's probably the best. Bane, yeah, like, he wants to agree with everybody, so I'm not calling out him. I'll be 100% clear about that. I'm calling out, I don't know, what Bane player, if you're a Bane player and you downplay, fuck you, man.
Yeah, fuck you.
I actually don't think it's the Bane community. I think it's people that don't play Bane. That's what it seems to be, is people who don't have a Bane player.
People that play shit Bane.
Are you rebelling, Bane?
I am. I'm going to head and...
You just don't know.
Just don't know.
Just don't know.
You just don't know. If you haven't played me,
I've actually never heard him talk. Is that how he talks?
Who,
Yeah. What? You've never heard him?
You've never seen him?
No, I thought you were talking about Rebello.
No.
Oh. I hope he talks.
I hope he does. I hope Rebello talks. Dude, Rebello's back. Did you see that? He asked what the fuck Rebelloing.
Yeah, Rebello is back.
I told him that he just didn't know.
Yeah, that was tight.
Like, I pictured, like, you gotta end it with A, right?
Yeah, a Canadian's not gonna talk like that.
You haven't played me, eh?
Did you know Rebello's on house arrest?
What?
he like can't leave his house or leave the country or something.
That's why he
Why?
only plays Justice.
What did he do?
I don't know what he did, but I know he's in trouble.
That's a rumor.
No, he said that.
Isn't he a child?
I don't know.
That is the best reason for being an online warrior that can't travel I've ever seen. That's awesome.
I'm a criminal. I can't.
That makes him even better rebellion.
You just don't know.
Just don't know. If I wasn't
don't know what I don't.
If I wasn't under house arrest, I'd be buying all of you. You just don't know. That can't be true.
I think it's true.
Someone confirm that.
I'll ask him.
We need to know.
Who are the top 3 most downplayed characters in this game? Let's Rebello.
Bane.
Harley Quinn.
Ooh,
Harley's good.
She is in every top 8 or top 16, and still people are like, dude, she's so bad.
Yep.
Yeah. I think she literally has everything.
Yep.
She's not like super good at anything, but she's pretty complete. There's nothing that she lacks.
Her jump too.
Her jump too is great.
I mean, her footsie just air gunshot and jump two alone, like just mixing up that is super annoying. And then she's got a long range low. It's a good wake up attack. Her zoning's annoying as hell. She can kind of get in whenever she wants. She's got that stupid silly slide or whatever. And she can just jump at you and you gotta guess.
Tantrum stance. That you gotta almost guess off of. Oh, she's a bitch.
Yeah, like
definitely pretty
just
good.
That air gun is like one of the best footsie tools. Just instant air gun. Like it's so like that literally beats everything. So you have to jump at her and then you get jumped to death.
Good answer. Who else are we going with? So we have Bane and Harley. Who will be our last rebelloed character?
What about Lex?
Maybe, but isn't the jig up? I mean, Revolver's never downplayed. He's always been like Lex.
Yeah, he's always outplayed it.
Yeah, if anything, he might outplay Lex. He's like, fuck you guys, Lex is pretty good. Must I remind you of my superiority? Like
the best part about it is after he beats you, he'll just go, yeah, I was just throwing shit.
Yeah.
And that's literally what he does, and that's how good the character is.
Yeah, PPJ doesn't really downplay him.
Yep.
Who downplays him? BD Mao? Like...
Oh, God. Oh, no. Don't bring that name up.
Holy shit.
BD
Mao.
Oh, no.
Oh, I was feeling myself. I just referenced BD Mao.
You just brought BD Mao into this. Oh.
I don't think he counts.
BD Mao.
Oh,
he doesn't.
Whose community downplays him?
Before NEC, I would have said Hot Girl.
I don't know about that. Those guys, I don't know. They're like Runway Mafia, SBO. Those guys are high on her.
Yeah?
I think that's an example like Bane, where the actual people that play her don't downplay her, but everyone else is like, she's a shit.
Yeah. Everyone else.
She's a shit.
Everyone else.
What about Doomsday?
Surely the jig's up there. Like,
yeah,
he's everywhere. Who's still downplaying Doomsday?
No,
Black Adam.
Shazam.
People still think Black Adam's like whatever now after the patch.
That's crazy.
I
Shazam.
agree. I'm just saying.
Shazam could be like Lobo. What about Lobo?
Meh.
He's not bad. I don't know.
No, he's not bad at all.
I don't think anyone's saying he's bad though.
A lot of Lobo players, man.
Yep. And the only one to do something about it, it's not even a part of the community. In Maxter.
Shazam.
What about Cyborg?
I don't care enough about him.
Yeah.
Wow, that
Alright,
went well. That was way to end that one.
All right, so K7, I understand you have a predictions game.
No, where'd you get that idea?
Told us.
Yes, but I've got a spin on it. Instead of Injustice players, this is going to be the animal edition. Where it's going to be 2 animals fighting to the death. And you predict who will win.
Alright, let's hear it.
Are we going to be taking turns, or are we all going to go at it?
Just,
I don't
We'll
think
all
we
three
can
will
order
give
for
an
this.
answer, yeah.
just predict who you think will win.
Alright.
Alright. A grizzly bear versus a polar bear.
Aren't they basically the same?
No.
What's the difference?
One's brown, one's white.
I'm going.
So there's just palette swaps?
It's Kuma versus... It's one-player Kuma versus two-player Kuma.
Player Kuma, yeah. I mean,
And
I don't know.
They both have 1-1-1.
Yeah, this is a
both have
fail. They're like
swords, too.
exactly the same.
They aren't exactly the same. Grizzlies are like...
Aren't grizzlies bigger?
I think so.
I don't think
I'll
so.
go with the grizzly then. Fuck it.
I'm going to have to go with where it happens. If it happens in the snow.
Is it in the Arctic?
Let's say it's in the Arctic.
Well, then the polar
Polar bear.
bear is going to be like, I'm at home.
Dude,
And
the fucking grizzly's gonna show up and go, well, where the fuck's he at? And then right in the back of the head.
Yeah.
He's not camouflaged.
Yes, he is. That's the.
He's not a
snow-
ninja.
He is
A
camouflaged.
a grizzly bear
Okay.
gonna be like, oh shit, where is the fucking polar bear? Like he's the predator or something.
Don't sleep on a grizzly bear, man. They're vicious.
I go the grizzly bear. Polar bears fucking suck. They're almost
Okay.
they're like endangered anyway.
Okay.
They suck.
Grizzlies. Okay, this is what it comes out. Grizzlies fish for salmon. Polar bears fuck up everything.
Yeah, polar bears are mean. I've read that.
They will
They're
fight
there's
our
no
mean.
comp up there. Who are they gonna fight with? The penguins?
They will
Seals
fight
and
a
shit.
fucking orca.
Seals?
Yeah, whales, dude. They fuck up whales.
Dude, they will fight Free Willy to the death.
Yeah, they're
They
fucked
do
up.
not fight whales.
Yeah,
Get
they
the
do. I've read.
fuck
I've
outta
read
here.
I've read that they're fucked up. They fuck
Dude,
shit
they
up.
are.
They fuck
Koala.
up. They pick up their like Arctic terns and
No,
shit.
koalas are also fucked up. Koalas will fuck you up. They'll rip your arm out of its socket.
I thought they
No.
were nice. They like
No, they're
I know they're
fucked
not
up.
nice, but I don't know about this.
So
ripping your arm out of your socket.
So who wins between a grizzly and a polar bear? It's a koala.
Koala would run in
koala. Okay.
like ST Akuma, teleport in,
Holy shit!
and fuck them up.
You do an NWO run in.
Pandas are fucked up too.
Remember that show Zoozles or whatever?
Snoozles.
Snoozles, that's
Dude, I
right.
love that fucking show.
That show
I
is so
can't
gay.
believe you remember that show.
That
Alright,
show
next-
is super gay.
So the
Please
winner
make
is
the next animal interesting.
Snoozles.
Snoozles. Did you like the gray one or the pink one more?
The pink one.
What?
Yes.
I did.
Yeah.
There was another.
Pink one was like magical, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was magical.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to Snoozles.
Yeah, shout outs to Snoozles.
Do you remember the other koala show?
There was another one, I can't remember what it was.
The Adventure.
I remember a girl that had a pet koala or whatever, but he was like imaginary, I think.
No,
It
he
might have been
was a
Snoozles.
He was a stuffed animal that came alive. Alright, next fight. Death.
Oh god.
Let's go, wolf versus hyena.
Hyena.
Wolf.
Hyena.
I think wolf.
There's absolutely no way a wolf would beat a hyena.
Dude, wolves
Isn't
are
wolf
vicious.
way yeah, aren't they way stronger? Aren't they bigger?
No.
Hyenas
Hyenas can take on lions, dude.
No,
What you saw in the gray was not real.
the gray is
The
awesome.
gray? What is that?
You never saw The Gray?
It's a
No.
good movie.
Yeah, it's a Liam Neeson movie. It's
You
alright.
voted for a wolf without watching the gray? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
you're just dumb. You're just dumb. At least make that speculation on some bullshit that you've
Well,
seen.
the only thing I know about hyenas is from The Lion King, Scar's henchmen.
Oh god.
And they were
And
like
guess
incompetent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hyenas have like the second hardest bite out of any animal, and they're second only to like the fucking crocodile. They have like a a bite that is like over 1,000 pounds worth of pressure, and it locks. They're like a pit bull on fucking steroids.
Okay, somebody actually knew Animal Planet tech, so I give the edge to hyena.
Yeah, all right, I'll concede then. I did not know that. Sorry, I'm not an expert on hyenas.
That was fucking next level shit. That was amazing.
Yeah.
1,000 pounds per square inch.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
I suspect you're full of shit.
I saw it on fucking Discovery Channel. You can shut the fuck up.
I will fact check him real quick.
They have one of the hardest bites in the world.
Hyenas?
Yeah, they're fucking super vicious.
I know they do fight lions and shit, but they usually lose versus a lion.
They do have one of the most powerful bites.
All right, I'll concede.
Right. Yeah, we got to concede
that.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Joker and Harley had pet hyenas?
Yes.
Yeah.
They actually have, like, in Africa, they use, like, like, you know, how we use, like, German Shepherds, like, you know, those black people use fucking hyenas, man. They don't give a fuck.
Those black people? Yeah, why did you say it?
Holy fuck, dude.
That was fucked up.
Okay, the top 10 animal bites. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Nile crocodile at 5,000 psi.
Hold that.
Okay, the top 3 alligators, fuck it. Okay, number 4, jaguar at 2,000 psi.
Oh, that's a good one. All right.
Number 5, the hippopotamus.
Oh, I forgot about the hippo.
Awesome.
Hippos are fucking mean, man.
Hippos are king.
Hippos are
You know hippos are badass when fucking crocodiles don't even fuck them.
Okay. The second one that I'm about to say might bring us back to the first one. Number 6 is the gorilla.
Really?
Number 7, grizzly bear.
Really?
Oh,
and then number 8, hyena.
Okay.
All right, I'll concede hyena.
Hyena, you win.
7-3.
7-3.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
The hyena is above lion and tiger. That is pretty badass.
All right, next one.
Tarantula versus scorpion.
Scorpion. Tarantula, because scorpion could zone him out with that fucking stinger.
Yep.
I think what happens if the tarantula kills initially, but then the poison kills the tarantula? Like, what's that?
Then it's a 5-5.
Then that's a that's a draw. A draw.
Yeah,
That's a draw
It's
game.
a 5-5. That's how I imagine it goes.
I think the scorpion would sting it before it could get in.
I think so.
Absolutely,
Zone
I
it out,
agree.
Mario Sacco style.
I agree, but I think it would take too long.
The fangs, the fangs on a tarantula are only its teeth.
Yeah.
That's it. Other than that, it's just walking around.
They bite
However,
hard though, man. That shit hurts.
Yeah, it's possible that the tarantula would be so much faster, and couldn't it just would the stinger kill it, or would it just no-sell it? Would it just be like, ah?
Yeah, I think the tarantula would just bane armor through all of the scorpion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, but let us not forget the snippers on the scorpion.
What?
I don't think it's enough. Like, I don't think
the
scorpion's
claws.
gonna be strong.
Yeah, I don't think that's enough.
5-5?
This is a big ass fucking scorpion.
I think 6'4" scorpion.
6'4" scorpion.
I say 5-5.
6'4" scorpion. The only time you'll hear that said on this podcast is in regards to this.
I will concede the 6'4" scorpion.
Okay. All right. No, you burn!
Scorpion's upplayed, even when he's not even talked about.
Great scorpion scare of 24.
Dude, that fucking tail breaks the rules of the jungle.
The rules of the jungle.
Is that dude making a shirt with Scorpion?
I don't know.
We're moving on to this already?
We'll get to that.
I mean, whatever.
Anyway, next animal.
Killer whale versus great white shark. Now you would think great white shark, but killer whales actually...
How do killer whales actually kill?
They bite things?
By
what do you think they do? Slap you with their flippers?
I mean, I don't know.
What else would they do?
Like an underwater body splash.
What are
they
you
have?
talking about?
They have gigantic teeth and a mouth that will swallow you whole.
Well, I think then that would be a hoss versus like speed, like because the shark's gonna be way fucking faster, right?
A great white?
Yeah.
I think a killer whale wins. I think a killer whale is just smarter than a shark.
Well, if the shark just bites it in like the gut, I mean, game over, man.
What if the shark is Jaws?
Jaws.
Jaws? I mean, Jaws ate a boat.
Jaws versus Free Willy.
Yeah, Jaws versus Free Willy, who would win?
Jaws.
Jaws is a killer.
No question.
Jaws would not only kill Free Willy, he'd kill that boy. It'd be awesome.
On land. He would kill him on land.
Yeah.
Brody would have to come in.
Brody. Jaws was a great movie.
And Hooper.
Yeah. And Quint. Jaws
is one of my all-time favorite movies.
I think that's anyone. Great movie.
Great movie.
My favorite T-shirt is my Quint's shark fishing shirt.
Yeah, that's Jaws free.
Jaws.
Free.
Yeah, Jaws. Yeah, free. That's ridiculous.
Free Willy. That's a 2-8.
Alright. King Cobra versus Crocodile.
How would that even be a challenge?
That's a 9-1.
Yeah, that's
what are you talking about?
9-1 for what?
The crocodile.
Dude, a cobra?
His fangs aren't even going to pierce his skin, man.
Right.
Crocodile's a fucking... He's a fucking dinosaur.
Yeah. What a dumb question.
Yeah, it's totally free.
He can bite it in his mouth.
How would it do any damage?
Nothing.
That's like that's like a Kenshi type of matchup. Just man. How would it get in and do anything? Damn it. I think you could literally set the cobra on top of the alligator and the alligator wouldn't care.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
You'd just be like, "Hey, little buddy, you want to ride?" Like, he wouldn't give a fuck.
Alright, 2 more.
This idea was great, but you're absolutely failing here.
Why would a snake even attempt to take on a crocodile? It can't even eat him.
Yeah, what the hell would it do?
Like you were just gonna kill a crocodile for fun? Like the crocodile's weapon from Final Fantasy, and just wants to see how many levels he gets up or something?
Well, he could tell his Cobra friends, "Hey guys,
they have been selected for animal combat." Fuck it, you guys pick one.
No, continue.
I'm emo now. No, the other ones probably suck.
2 more. Two more. You have 2 more. Go for it.
I'm hella emo about that. About tiger versus cheetah.
That's like the same thing.
That's the same thing, right?
How is that the same thing?
The tiger's just bigger.
Yeah, tiger.
Cheetah is faster.
Okay, if he wants to run, if we're gonna have a race, then sure.
Yeah, it's not a race; it's a fight to the death.
What's the jaguar gonna do? Zone him out with running away? Runaway claw?
Get in and out real quick.
Dude, you're. Fuck. This is.
The next one is gonna be panther versus jaguar.
No, my next one is rhino versus hippo.
That's actually not bad.
The rhino would destroy the hippo.
No way, dude.
Dude,
I really don't know. I think it's 5-5.
The rhino just does a vein charge and just rams into it.
Dude, nothing fucks with a hippo.
The hippo's immobile.
Nobody fucks. The only animal that fucks with a hippo is an elephant.
The rhino, it's immobile.
Yeah, the elephant is the only
hippo
thing
only
that
wins in
no
water.
One fucks with. Only a team full of lions that are super fucking hungry will fuck with an elephant. And
but
the elephant
I will
has to
say,
what the fuck does an elephant have to do?
If they both
I'm just
charge
saying,
each other,
elephants don't even. The only thing that fucks with a hippo is an elephant.
I think that the only way that the rhino wins is that if they charge each other, the rhino only has 1 shot before the hippo latches on.
That's true. That is true.
Horn
gonna give a shit.
Yeah. If the horn misses, then the hippo latches on and it's game over.
I mean, we just went over how the hippo has one of the hardest bites,
and their teeth are 2 foot long.
That horn though could do some serious damage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like both of these guys. It's like dive kick.
So someone's getting 1-shotted. That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
right?
So someone's getting 1-shotted. Yeah.
I say the hippo.
I say rhino.
It's like a Cyrax mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say hippo.
Strikes first.
5-5?
5-5.
I still think rhino.
Rhino's horn isn't even that sharp. It's it's just whatever.
It's the power though.
It's like Raphael's sai. It's like a sai. It's just somewhat pointy.
Yeah, but it's the force.
The force, dude. If you take Raphael's sai and give it to a rhino,
that's a lot of weight behind it.
Yeah, that's a lot of weight and power behind it.
It's easy to deflect. It's easy to roll with and have it not penetrate.
I just thought of another one.
Okay.
This is non-lethal animals, so like barnyard.
Oh God.
Barnyard animals.
A crow versus a chicken.
Let's do a sheep versus a pig.
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 Pigs fuck shit up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, pig.
Pigs don't fuck around.
They're a lot more wild.
Warthogs are actually pretty tough. It's not a warthog, but I mean, their instincts are intact for fighting.
Warthogs actually kill people. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, warthog, bebop means business.
Bebop.
Who did you like better, Bebop or Rocksteady?
I liked Rocksteady, yeah.
Rocksteady, he's cooler.
Yeah, I agree.
He makes good Batman games too.
When you think of a character, when I think Bebop, I think of like TMNT arcade Bebop with that ripple gun.
Yeah.
Like when you think of Katana, which sprite do you think of?
MK9.
MK9? You don't think of MK2?
I think of MK9, I think of her render and MK9 where she's holding the fan up. That would be the number one thing I think of. Then I probably think of MK2.
When you think of Mario, who do you think of? Do you think NES Mario, Nintendo 64 Mario?
NES Mario.
I think I'm N64 Mario.
Yep, 64.
How old are you, Mr. Aquaman?
I am 21. I'm young.
Oh, man.
God, we're so old.
Yeah,
I know.
it's embarrassing.
We're 10 years older than you.
22. Wait, I'm 22. Sorry.
Fuck.
Or, I might be 23.
Well, that makes us feel better.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay then.
22. I'm 22. Sorry about that. I don't keep track.
When you think of Cabal K7, do you think of your avatar, or do you think of just MK9 Cabal?
I think of the roasting marshmallow friendship from MK3.
Really?
So weird.
I swear to God, I loved that so much as a kid.
Why? It's stupid.
I loved it.
So you liked
Also,
Cabal
like-
back then?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. I didn't know your passion was that deep with Cabal.
He's
I just
been
thought
my
you liked
favorite
the
since
cheap ass.
Dude, I bought Deception because of him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because remember, he wasn't in, like, MK4 or...
He's not in 4 or DA, yeah.
Yeah, it was a long time.
When you think of Mega Man, what sprite do you think of?
I think of him jumping from the NES games.
Yep, jumping.
I think of the box art from NES.
What?
I think
You
of
mean like which Mega Man?
The first one.
like the
What?
old
Where
guy.
he's got that
It
like
looked all
stupid.
weird.
Yeah, that looked terrible. Why would you think that?
I don't know. It's
Remember Mega Man 2's box art? He had a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was way cooler than what he actually looks like.
Yeah.
All those NES games, the box art was always cooler than what you
Yeah.
actually got.
Yep.
Yeah, because it was like a painting.
Yeah. When I think of Mega Man, him jumping, I always thought it looked like he was screaming. Like, he doesn't look like he's jumping. It looks like he's, like,
He
falling.
looks like he's terrified.
Ah! Yeah.
He looks terrible.
Dude, Mega Man kind of looks like gay.
His head is
What?
huge.
He looks like not cool.
He kind of looks like a big giant baby running around.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, he does. He looks like a giant baby. I agree.
I always thought he didn't look cool,
Yeah. I agree.
That's why they made the box art manly looking.
but his villains did look cool.
Yeah, that's true.
Mega Man X, the original, is the best Mega Man game that's ever been made. Hold that.
Yeah. I don't think anyone's
It's
going to
perfect.
question.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
perfection.
I think so.
It's absolute perfection.
What about the Belmonts? What sprite do you think of?
Probably the dude from Super Castlevania.
Really? Super?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think NES.
Yeah, I think NES, Simon Belmont.
That game was the shit.
That game was awesome.
The atmosphere.
Did you guys ever play Lords of Shadow?
That game sucked.
I thought it was really good.
What? It was
Yeah.
terrible.
I liked it a lot.
All it was God of War all over again.
Yeah, and God of War's great.
I've already played through 3 God of Wars, and then Castlevania sells out to God of War format? How gay is that?
There's
I
a
like
second one coming.
Yeah, I know. I'm disappointed that it's not on next gen. I think that's a huge mistake.
I agree.
That's dumb.
There's a lot of games that are doing that aren't going to next gen that should.
Is next gen even like doing that good sell wise?
Yes,
Is it?
it is. Yeah.
Okay. I'm worried because, like, Xbox 360 and PS3, like, it's hard to improve those graphics. Like, I know there's always room for improvement, but every system, the graphics improve substantially. And that was one of the huge reasons to get the new console. But it doesn't seem nearly as drastic this time around, so I was worried, like, man, I hope they don't get fucked over by, like, sales and shit.
Well, that's diminishing returns, but we had the same conversation last gen. I remember people were playing Perfect Dark Zero, and they were like, oh, is this really that big of, Call of Duty 2? It's going to take probably 2 years, but eventually we'll be like, yeah, this was definitely a big gap.
What do you think was, like, the biggest jump, like, graphically?
I don't think there's any doubt that it's, like, 16-bit to 32-bit.
I don't know. Remember the
Like, Super Nintendo to 64 was huge.
Yeah, 3D.
2D to 3D.
Right, we went from Super Castlevania 4 to Tomb Raider and Resident Evil. I mean...
Dude, what about N64 to Dreamcast?
What about it? It's just a better version of 3D
Dreamcast
graphics.
Looked amazing. It still holds up.
No, first off, that's a lie. I love Soul Calibur and all that, but if you go back, no, it does not hold up.
It looks pretty good.
No, it doesn't. Crazy... Those Resident Evil Code Veronica and all that does not look good now.
Some of that shit ran in like 60 frames per second.
Okay, but dude, go Super Nintendo. I love Super Metroid, but Super Metroid, a 2D game to like a 3D game, come on, man, that was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was the PlayStation in between that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying 16-bit to 32-bit PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
Metal Gear Solid was simply not possible on the old systems.
Well, yeah.
That's even bigger than Dreamcast. Soul Calibur looked great, but it was just another fighting game. That generation
kind of looked shitty.
Not at the time, man. You're crazy.
It wasn't great.
I thought like Tomb Raider and shit was the absolute shit. Resident Evil, Final Fantasy. You're saying Final Fantasy 7 didn't look like the shit? It looked amazing. You're like, dude, look at the CGI. It's ridiculous. Look at Midgar. Those
it doesn't look that good compared to now.
Yeah, compared to now, but
at the time it was like, holy shit.
Yeah, you're crazy.
Soul Calibur looked good at the time.
Fuck yeah, dude. That
it
blew my mind.
It's not bad looking, like I don't know. Saying Dreamcast is the biggest like step up, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, no way. A lot of those games have aged.
And that kind of falls within like PlayStation 2 and 64 a little bit.
Yeah, Dreamcast was like that generation. A lot of those games, Final Fantasy VII now, you look at it and you laugh at it, but in the context of the time, it was incredible. That was a paradigm shift. Dreamcast was just a big gap, like this looks tight. Those were games that changed the way we play video games. It's gotta be that. That's gotta be the biggest gap.
Yeah. When do you think of Samus, what sprite do you think of?
Super Metroid.
Yeah, I do too.
I would say I picture her rolling into a ball and then rolling across the screen. Which, if you think about the technology of that, how does it work? How does she roll into a ball that's smaller than a regular mass? What is she doing in the ball?
Hyper technology, man. You don't know.
What is she doing in the ball?
Just don't know.
How is she comfortable?
He is rebelloing Metroid.
Yeah.
Did you know in Metroid Prime, there's like those logs, and the pirates are working on that technology, and they talk about how it went wrong? Like, there's a log where they're like, yeah, we're doing a prototype on that, and one of our pirates tried it and got all this
I do remember that, yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that she's in, like, a little universe in that? Like, is she in, like, a little... Like, is she conscious when she's in that ball? Like, can she move around in it?
You gotta be conscious.
Yeah.
What does she do? Is there, like, does she shrink down? Like,
is she contorted?
Yeah, is she contorted?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
So, isn't that weird, though? Wouldn't it be really weird?
I think you're reading a little too much into this.
Yeah, it's a game, dude.
It's a game. And they're just trying to hold the tradition of the original Metroid, and that's it.
Dude, did you ever play the GameCube Metroids?
I played the Metroid Prime. That was incredible.
Yeah, it's good.
I didn't like it.
I thought the second one was weak, but the first
I
one
did too. I didn't care for the second one.
I never played the second.
But Metroid Prime was awesome.
Yeah, Prime was really good.
Awesome.
I love that there was sequence skipping even in that version. But I think that they did patch it, which was fucking lame. But you could get I think the space jump right away, in the beginning. You could get the plasma I think the plasma beam really quick. And sequence jumping is what made Metroid so fucking cool. The fact that you could go beyond what the designers actually designed and get broken shit really early. That was what made Metroid so, especially Super Metroid. Super Metroid, those speedruns are some of the funnest because you can just see you're not supposed to be able to get that fucking weapon so early, and then you get it, the wave gun you get super early, and that shit is so tight. And then they had it in Prime, and I think they patched it, and it was lame. And then ever since that, the sequence skipping's been gone. It's not as fun. The first time you play through it, you're not gonna be figuring that shit out. I mean, what the fuck?
Can you do those speedruns?
I'm sure I could if I tried, but
I can't do that shit.
a lot of it's just knowledge.
Yeah.
Alright, let's wrap it up with the name game, shall we?
Okay.
Alright, so Mr. Aquaman.
Yes, sir.
We have some rules.
Yes. Don't be like Waffles last week.
Yeah. The number one rule is you cannot just say their main character name. You gotta say something more interesting than that.
I'm just gonna say some names, say what comes to your mind.
Okay.
Alright, first name. Tom Brady.
Well.
He stole that from you guys.
Stealing my stuff.
Yeah, it's a slip slide.
I didn't know. I haven't listened to previous podcasts. Sorry about that. Only a couple.
It's okay. I've stole a bunch of material from him.
Yeah, we still have.
Yeah, let's be serious here is Tom.
That means you're that good.
Alright.
Alright, next name. Gur.
YOLO.
Rico Suave.
Solid.
KDZ.
423.
Darth Arma.
Nice guy. I know that's probably surprising.
Alright. Pick it up.
What if he has a dark side? That'd be awesome.
I think he does.
I'm
what?
afraid of that. I'm
He's a
afraid
serial killer or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay.
It's probably a dick, though.
Why would you say
I'm
that?
kidding, I like it. Pick of the Hut.
It's the character's fault.
Damn. Wound Cowboy.
Grinds it out.
Revolver.
Just do it.
Blackula.
Don't try.
Freddie Mercury.
He's awesome.
I'd like to have sex with him.
He's dead.
What? He had AIDS.
What the fuck?
He had AIDS.
And?
That's a little, weird.
I like it.
Bro, the mustache.
Yeah. He was awesome.
Yeah, he's
The
awesome.
mustache.
You guys like Queen?
Yeah,
Yes.
who doesn't? Who doesn't
Love
like Queen?
Queen.
Yeah,
Whoever's like, man, Queen sucked.
yeah,
If you don't like Queen, I will fight you.
yeah. I've never heard of anyone that's like, fuck them.
Alright, final name. Bill Menudis.
It was lagging.
Damn.
Alright.
God, poor Tom.
Poor Tom. Alright.
Now,
What?
hold on. What about Tom's defense that he hasn't had time to practice. Shouldn't we give him a buffer of a couple of tournaments?
Who's blowing him up? What do you mean?
He's been getting blown up constantly.
But what was his excuse before?
I mean, he's been working on other shit for a long time. I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
He also worked on Injustice, though.
Yeah, that's true, and then he was doing really well off the gate.
Same with Mortal Kombat.
In Mortal Kombat, he did well all the way till the end. You can't take that away. NEC, he came back and proved he could be.
Yeah, there was that one NEC.
I mean, he did well at Power Up. Like, he did well at Frosty. He outplaced a lot of good players at Frosty Fastings with Sub-Zero. Gotta give him props. So I'm just saying, if now
he did have the cheapest Sub-Zero.
Yeah, you can't take that away. Let's not forget he's the guy that beat Theo in a money match. Like, a lot of times when he's been down and people have given him no hope, he's proved people wrong. He's resilient.
He is, but I don't know. It's gonna be really hard for him to get back up there in this game with that character. To me, just from what I've seen.
Okay.
Damn.
We didn't really get like your story. Like, how did you get into fighting games and shit?
I got into fighting games really late. To you guys, this would be the latest. Street Fighter 4.
So like 2009?
Yeah, give or take.
You're an 09.
You didn't play them as a kid? You not even competitively? Like, you just didn't play fighting games at all?
I played fighting games as a kid, definitely. But I never took them serious until Street Fighter 4 came out. And not even then, really. I got into competing when there's about 100 GameStops in the area, and they held a regional tournament for Street Fighter, where the winners from every GameStop would go somewhere else for a big tournament for big prizes. And I won the one at the GameStop, and then went to this regional and placed second, and got a bunch of money, a bunch of prizes.
Who won?
A man named Doza, who's a really good Bison player around here. This is probably a name that you guys aren't familiar with. Well, did some little local stuff here and there after that, and then Mortal Kombat came out. And
wait, who did you use in Street Fighter?
I used, at that time, Adon.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I couldn't tell you why. There was nothing that really attracted me to him.
That wasn't even vanilla.
Yeah,
I was in vanilla, and then that didn't happen until after Super came out. And
that's pretty good then. I mean, there was probably people that knew what they were doing in the game at that point.
Yeah.
Yep, and also he was using Bison, but Mortal Kombat came out, and I took that thing super serious online. I was the most online warrior ever the first couple months. And
you were still named Mr. Aquaman?
Yep, my name was still Mr. Aquaman.
So wait a minute. So you just like Aquaman naturally?
Yeah.
Like the comic character?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, he's super lame.
Ever since I was a little kid, there was always something about Aquaman.
There was something about Aquaman?
Talking to fish?
Yeah. It was probably because I grew up on a lake, and I was really in tune with the water.
You could relate to him?
You want to talk to the fish?
Bro.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like, do you like the classic Super Friends? He's in the ocean, boop, 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 talking to fish.
Exactly. I do. I fucking love it.
Do you get emo when people talk shit about Aquaman?
Yeah,
I always do, and then I money match them with Aquaman. Secretly, I actually do main Aquaman.
So you can play him, you just choose not to?
The only time I took him serious, I won a regional with him.
Do you like the portrayal of Arthur in the game?
I do.
Because I think it's really pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. His voice and his quotes and all that are awesome.
The fact that he's voiced by a black man is pretty awesome, too.
It's fitting.
Shoutouts.
I will say, for comic book fans, Aquaman's pretty much a badass in the comics. Like, he's not a joke.
Yeah, they turned it around. Now he's bad.
The new 52 is phenomenal.
Yeah, that's very highly regarded. Jeff Johns wrote it for a long time. Yeah, Aquaman is not a joke in DC world. I mean, he's the king of it. He's a king of a huge part of the world.
Yep.
Like, he's definitely one of the most badass.
He's like one of the most powerful characters. Have you guys seen that? Like 100 most powerful characters in the DC universe thing?
And like 90 of them are gods.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was actually really a really interesting read.
Yeah, he's definitely up there with like Superman and Wonder Woman and them.
Yep. But my training partner's name is Sorry I'm White.
Yes, one of the best names in the community.
Yeah, one of the best names in the community. Never will the community forget when the announcer laughed at MLG Rally.
MLG, yes.
Trying to pronounce his name. He goes, "Sorry, I'm White."
MLG saying that.
Yeah.
This was in the overhead where even the Koreans could hear it. It was so good. Thousands of Koreans watching StarCraft. But he made it on Test Your Might before I even knew about it. And somehow got in touch with Blackula. And from then is when I've been competing. I went over to Blackula's, got babied by his Jade for a couple months. He invited us to the first tournament, which was Flawless Victory. The Mortal Kombat where the prize was a trip to Evo, that Maxter one. And really, like 50 people there. It was amazing. Just for Mortal Kombat only. And that was a real good experience. It was a real good tournament. Met some real good guys there. Revolver was my first round match. First person I ever fought in an actual tournament. And
that's crazy.
I remember it very well. I played Cyber Sub-Zero, and he played Katana, and I hit him with a super in the first round, and he put his controller down and went "What the fuck?" And to this day, if I ever play Mortal Kombat, I only go for X-Ray in the first round against Revolver, because he will quit. No.
Okay.
Got my ass.
I'm gonna say that'd be a blow up.
That's
a bad match.
I beat a Reptile player there, and then lost to I think Blackula actually. And but there was something about competing that was really thrilling to me, and never did I get success until Injustice was released, because it was the first game I got my hands onto when it first came out. And since then, it's been a roller coaster, because people actually know me for Injustice and for Ares and for a couple other reasons, but
mustache.
The mustache. Mustache doesn't hurt either.
Yeah.
Thank you for. I remember you were talking about it on the stream at Summer Jam.
Yes.
And then Pig made the thread after, rooting for Tom Selleck's mustache.
It's a great mustache.
I'm working on it.
Who would you say are the top 3 mustaches of all time?
Wow.
Yeah.
Burt Reynolds.
All time?
Yeah.
Burt Reynolds
is up there.
Great
Wow.
70s stash.
Yep.
Hitler.
Oh, we don't. Yeah.
You can't.
Hitler has one of the top 3 worst mustaches because he had that style of mustache.
Yeah.
You can't have that kind of mustache anymore.
He ruined it.
He ruined it.
All right.
Ron Swanson.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who that
Parks and Recreation.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, what a mustache. And it's a toss-up between Freddie and Tom Selleck.
Selleck. This is good. Remember Magnum?
Selleck held it for longer throughout his actual career, so I'm going to give it to Selleck. Freddie liked to shave a lot.
What about those Civil War mustaches like General Grant and shit?
I know a mustache that you guys are forgetting. A classic John Bolton mustache. Remember the Bush administration lackey? He had a tremendous mustache. That's a blow up.
I don't know who that is either.
I just Googled it.
Yeah, it's a great.
Hold on.
I don't think that's very good.
I gotta do it now.
How is that not a great mustache?
It's like mold.
John Bolton?
Yeah.
John Bolton.
Oh my god, look at that thing.
It's a different color than his hair.
It is.
It's like white.
Dude, he bleaches that.
Yeah, she's got to.
That's too good.
I like those mustaches where they like curl the ends of it.
Yeah, the Civil War ones. Well, the Civil War ones are. I like those mustaches where they go into the sideburns and shit.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's tight.
Sideburns are cool.
Yeah, they're pretty 70s too.
Have you ever had just a mustache?
I have not.
I haven't.
I shaved it to where I just had one, and I looked at myself, and I was like, nah.
It's a hard look.
Every single time I shave, I do that. And guess what? I shave everything but the mustache. I'm like, I look like a pedophile. And so I shave my mustache. And so I save my mustache, and then I'm babyface, and I go, well, now I look like a pedophile.
Yeah, it's a tough look.
It's a lose-lose.
Sinestro, you think Wound likes his mustache?
I know he does. We had him on the show, and he said he loves. I love the pink skin and mustache.
You think Wound can grow a mustache and get away?
No way. That baby face? Yeah, no way.
Can you imagine Wound with a mustache?
I have a request. Someone Photoshop Wound with a mustache.
There's no way he can grow a mustache.
No, I don't think so.
I want to see it.
But yeah, Civil War 5 started all for me, and it's pretty much been uphill from then. It's really hard with a character like Ares, but I'm not one to complain. I'm not one to. When I lose, I don't say it's because of this. It's because I
sympathize. Ares is not easy to work with.
Yep.
You really have to know your opponent well. It's the first level of Yomi is how much bullshit can I hit this guy with?
Yep.
And then you realize that they're bullshit proof. And then after that, it's like, okay, how now I actually have to teleport Yomi and shit.
Yep. It's hard, but it's not as hard as people make it out to be. Yeah. To try to win with a character label is bad. It just takes the work. It really takes the will more than anything. Because most guys give up and go, well, I'll just fucking play Black Adam.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Unhand me.
Oh my god.
That's the best throw break quote.
Ares.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Unhand me.
What about Frost?
Killer Frost is pretty good, but not as good as that.
But look, it's just the way Ares does it, where he puts his hand out and he just looks
like
he's
just pushes
like saying talk to the hand.
Talk to the hand.
Yeah, he's just commanding you.
Talk to the hand.
Release me.
All right, you got any shout outs or anything to say? Plug.
Shout outs to one of the main sponsors of Defender North was a clothing company that's based out of Virginia. They had about a crew of about 20 there. They were supporting me throughout the entire tournament. That was really nice. They gave me a couple shirts. Ruthless Mayhem, the online clan I'm a part of, for helping me out go there. And my Palatown Hero guys, for a couple of us getting in top 8 with terrible characters.
Is there any kind of mayhem that's not ruthless? Is there reasonable mayhem?
Reasonable mayhem.
No.
Wait, I got a question. On those PC8 shirts, is that the Death Star?
No, it's
everyone guesses Death Star or Pokeball.
I thought that was the Death Star.
It's a Pokeball.
That is actually, wow, I can't believe that got brought up, because that's actually a real thing. People guess what it is. Oh, that's good.
It's not the Death Star.
Nope.
Fuck.
Is it a Pokeball?
Yes.
I told you.
You did.
It is a Pokeball.
Alright.
Well, speaking of shirts, what was that?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I want to plug, we'll let him finish his.
Alright.
That was it.
Alright, I want to plug Eric Z. Eric Z, the dude who made all those shirts. I'll post a link to his Redbubble page and buy all his shit right now.
Yeah, buy his shit. It's tight.
And he's going to help us make a KTP shirt. And he sent us a prototype, and it's awesome.
I would have to say the prototype is amazing.
I saw it. It is pretty amazing.
So props to him.
Props to him.
And I will post a link to his shit.
Having been on the show, I will buy one.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
it's better looking than I thought it would be.
High praise. It's better looking than I thought it would be.
I'm just saying. When I think like, oh, we're gonna have a T-shirt, I think like, oh, that's like we're not making any money off of it. Like I just think of like lameness. Like, oh, we're gonna have a T-shirt. Like that's like the most like cheapest form of marketing you could have.
Let us know if it's a good idea.
But when I saw it, I was like, that's actually not bad looking. I thought it would just be something lame, just KDTP. Like, who the fuck doesn't know what that means?
He went above and beyond.
He went above and beyond.
Original art.
Above and beyond the Call of Duty. He went to, like, Modern Warfare. It's serious shit.
It's serious.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys got anything?
KIT.
KIT Winter Brawl. It's all gonna be good.
Apex Predator.
Who's all gonna be at KIT?
Everybody.
What do you mean everybody?
Like everybody.
The mansion.
Atlanta. Ohio.
Isn't
GTA, Theo. Florida. Houston is randomly showing up. I thought they all died.
Virginia surprisingly
is not. The game.
Virginia surprisingly is not going to show up to this one.
New York is going.
Are you hyped for dodgeball?
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
They're doing a dodgeball game.
Where?
When?
At the mansion thing.
There's enough room for a dodgeball game?
Yeah, it's a fucking mansion.
No. Are they really?
Yeah,
they set it up, yeah.
I'll fucking play. I don't give a fuck.
Dude, you're way out of shape.
When I'm not tired, I'm decently athletic.
Yeah, right.
I love the start of that sentence. When I'm not tired.
Like,
I have energy.
Yeah, like when I'm not tired, I'm really good. If I could choose a realistic mutant power, it would be I never get tired. Then I would be awesome.
You'd just be awesome? Yeah, you'd be...
normal?
Yeah.
I could beat anyone if I never got tired. I could beat Michael Jordan in basketball if I never got tired.
Right.
I just run around all day.
You playing basketball, are you even 5 foot tall?
I'm just saying.
Infinite
energy is a big deal.
He didn't even answer the question.
Energy is not gonna make you not 5'4", man.
If you're able to run around like crazy and wear them out, there's no defense for that.
How would you score?
He's fucking too tired. His hands are on his knees, and I just
run by. He can
just
stand at the net and put his hand up.
Yeah. Okay.
I can shoot from afar then.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think someone's gonna headshot Tom Brady?
Yeah. Are we gonna have the rule that a headshot means that? I mean, are we doing school rules that headshots are banned?
Fuck no.
Okay,
no.
good. I've actually never
Headshots should
played
have
that.
bonuses. I think.
All right. Are we wrapping it up?
Yeah, I'm done. Are we done?
I'm good.
Done.
Bye.
Bye, internet.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Peace.
Later.
All right, that's it.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Farewell.
Bye, Slips.
Later.
Peace.
Are we really gonna keep doing this?
Fuck you, Brand. I don't know why I did that. Alright, I'm done.
Why does everyone think I'm gay?
I don't know. That's a new thing.
Yeah, it's awesome. Well,
No.
You talk about how you want to eat a man's ass.
Okay,
I
that
don't
was
think that's why. Like,
clearly out of context.
You have a lisp.
Not that big.
Not really. You know.
Dude.
I don't think
Barely.
He's gay. He's not like, hey.
There's a few words where I kind of lisp.
A few.
Yeah.
I mean, you live with Sunk.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Living with well, you live with Dizzy.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
He's not a homophobe like Sunk. What's Sunk's favorite word?
Faggot.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that mean the opposite?
No, because as we know from the Republican Party, the more they talk about how much they hate gays, the more gay they are.
He's got a girlfriend.
Screen.
Yeah, it's a smokescreen.
Not from what I hear downstairs.
Well, no one knows that. They don't hear that on Skype.
What do you want me to do? Go down there while it's going on?
Maybe.
You can like solve it. Just be like, yo, I fucked some bitch last night. It was awesome.
That's not gonna. No, it's hopeless.
I've done that.
This is your new gimmick, man.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't put up with that shit. I'd be like, listen, this talk about me being gay is bullshit.
Well,
I would just say it.
You do it to PPJ. You
What are you
started a
talking
rumor
about?
that PPJ fucked Revolver.
You told me to ask him that.
He was pissed about that.
You were the
Yeah.
one that said that.
PPJ actually got mad about it at Tony's.
Did he?
Yeah.
That was super random.
Yeah.
He was like, what? Do you think they really did? I think they did.
Yeah, I did. I think.
Yeah.
My tiny little nipples went to France.